I never wanted the world. Just wanna be your girl. Just wanna be your cutie pie.
I can't beatbox.
Cutie pie. I'll fall in love if you keep playing around with me. Yeah. You and I make two. I'd like to be your baby. Wanna be your only. Yeah, be your only. Cutie pie. I'll fall in love if you keep playing around with me. Yeah. You and I make stew. I'd like to be your baby. Wanna be your only. Yeah, be your only. I understand that you've been feeling lonely. I've been been feeling it a little too. I won't be the one to tell you that you're cute.
You're not cute.
Don't treat me like a friend, don't play me again, 'cause you know that my heart won't love like this again. You aren't even my type, yeah, that might be a lie, but what I really want to know is if you think cutie P-I-E, I'll fall in love if you keep playing around with me. Yeah, you and I make stew, I'd like to be your baby, wanna be your
spit
only.
everywhere.
Yeah, be your only. Cutie P-I-E, I'll fall in love if you keep playing around with me. Yeah. You and I make stew, I'd like to be your baby, wanna be your only. Yeah, be your only. Cutie P-I-E, cutie P-I-E, cutie P-I-E, 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 cutie P-I-E, I'll fall in love if you keep playing around with me. You and I make stew, I'd like to be your baby, wanna be your only. Yeah, be your only.
Merry Christmas.
You want stew? Well, I want to stew your mum.
Hi chat, what's up? Baconator. Hold on, I'm trying to I'm trying to get cinema emote. Cinema. What is I want the old 7TV website. This one confuses me. I hate change! Change is confusing! Give me cinema. Sign in. They hate me. Cooks Barrietta's funny hair. No! Mods! Remove her bones! No! No, I need my bones! I need my bones! Mods, strike me down. Sigh! Why am I gnawing? Become normal. I'm normal now.
I'm normal now. Let's go, baby.
Cinema. 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 Oh, I also want to add Clappy if we don't have it. Let me see. Do we have Clappy? Do we have Clappy? If we don't, okay, we do have Clappy. I love Clappy. Clappy makes me happy. Cinema. Cinema. Cinema.
But, hello, guys. Hello, chat.
How are you guys doing today? You can't take my bones. I don't have those. But I can take your funny hair. Eat it. No, not my hair. How could you do this to me? I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Absolutely funny hair. Absolute cinema. For real, for real. But, welcome in, everybody. I hope your week has been going well. I apologize that I could not stream on Friday. Friday, right? Yeah, it was Friday. I can. Do we have I can, actually? Sorry I could not stream on Friday. I was visiting my old neighbor and catching up at their house, so I was busy. I was busy. Sorry. I actually had things I was doing. I can. And we have I can't, so that's good. I can. How old was the neighbor? They're a junior in high school now. I'm a good amount older than them. But, we used to play together a lot because we were next door neighbors, when we were kids. So, just seeing them again after that time. Oh, so a young old neighbor. Yes. Yes. It's funny because, like, we both went to the same middle in high school, so I'm like, is this teacher still great? Is this teacher still awesome? Did that teacher retired? That's wild. So we're just kind of, like, talking about that sort of stuff. It was epic. It was epic. And they're like, this is my modded Wii, and I'm like, you're so based. Barrietta has British accent. She's not Barrietta, she's Prettyetta. Bets are on. Will it be a Paper Mario stream, or will it be Super God into something else? The audience can barely contain themselves. Paper Mario. I need to finish this video game. Video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star. In my mind and in my car. Wow. Wow. What? Wow. Scottyetta when? Ah! Video games, a radio star, a milkshake for Leo. Leo! Here's your milkshake. Hold on, I gotta move my mic a little. Here's your milkshake. Leo, here's your milkshake. Yeah. 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 Okay. Let me close Discord so it's just not taking up extra space. And then go here, make myself small-iota. The milkshake from Leo caused thunder and lightning. Thunder, feel the thunder, boom, 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 lightning and the thunder. Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder, 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 feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder, thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Game a little too loud. Okay! Get turned down, idiot. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I need to drink some water. I'm very happy because my laptop is finally repaired, so I finally have it back, so I can look at it and tell you guys when the ads are about to happen, unless I forget. Water is delicious. But anyway, the screen is back to normal now. It's so epic. They like called us before we came to pick it up though, and they're just like, so like we ran diagnostics, and it says that something's wrong with your battery. And this was like over the phone, and we were like, okay, what's wrong with the battery? Oh, it's a battery. Hi, Ultraplex, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. And we were like, okay, what's wrong with the battery? And they were just like, we don't know yet, but like, if you want to replace it, it's gonna be like over $100. And I'm like, no. It's like a 5-year-old computer. It probably just had like 80% or less maximum battery capacity, and they're just like, that means we need to make money off of you. And then I got the laptop back and it was at like 80% battery capacity. I'm like, okay, so that's it. They told me the battery wasn't gonna like explode or catch on fire or with bloating or anything. So they're just like, you should replace this thing that doesn't need to be replaced for over $100 after you already spent $450 repairing it. And I'm like, no thank you. Over $100. I love that emote, it's so funny. But let's play the video game. Alright, let me quit Firefox because I don't need that. I need my sound mixer. Need to turn that up on my end. And then I need to press the A button, game capture, windowed projector, so I can see the game. Beep boop bop beep boop bop bop beep boop bop beep. Alright. We need to finish. We're like close to the end. We can do this. I've been playing this game like all year. I didn't mean for it to take this long. And I've already forgotten. Please tell me what to do, Goombella. Connected to lower floors. Yes, yes, yes. Checked everything on this level. Moved to a different one. Okay. Which ones have I gone to? I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember. Choose your destination. IDK. Why does it still sound so quiet on my end? Turn it up a little more. Alright. Bink bonk. Okay. Tell me where to go. Oh, I forgot. Have I been in here? Where am I? Okay, I've been in here. I think? Or, I pushed these already. Yeah, these are working. I already did that. It's just been literally exactly a month since I played this last, so I don't remember. Eto. Where am I? Oh yeah, we talked to this fella, and we got something from here. Open treasure chest, it's empty. Thanks, Goombella. We did the quiz with the quiz guy. I don't remember what he gave us. He gave us something. He gave us something. But I don't know. I don't remember what he gave us. Let's see. Gear? No, useful items. Security key heart. Diamond. Chat! I cooked! Choose your destination. I'm playing TCG Pocket, and like, the last battle event that happened, it just ended, but I was already done with it like a month ago, and now I want another one. But then I'm also gonna be done with it within a few days, and I'm gonna be like, oh, why are there any more? Why? You're telling me I can just do regular battles?
But there's no stakes involved.
Where am I going? I'm the captain now. Let's go in here. Ooh, the room with the funny carpet. Can I break the fish out of the fish tank? You know what that means. Fish! Oh. Gambella, I'm lost. You hate me. She hates me. Sigh! I cannot believe it. Does the audio still sound alright, by the way? Does it still sound alright? Not too loud, not too quiet? Should I mute myself? Should I end stream forever? Should I graduate? What's in here?
I've already forgotten.
It sounds good, Baconator. Baconator. I already turned that on. I already put that code in. Now what's in here? I'm losing it. I'm McFreaking losing it. Where am I? She's yawning. She's really bored of this game. She hates it. No, I'm just an eepy guy, Your Honor. I'm just an eepy guy. First floor. Where am I going? Where to come from? Where to go? Where to come from? Gotta Joe. But I've been waiting a long time ago. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Gotta Joe. Oh, I didn't hit him in time. I'm a failure. Jumpies. Wart! He just showered. Dinky, don't throw cans at me. No littering. Not in my Christian video game. Ugh. Can't believe this. Can you guys believe this? Ugh. Bang, bang. Supaga. Supaga. That's what I'm saying. Supaga. Supaga. Bang! Bang! Yay! Bingo, bingo, bingo! I close my eyes. This is huge, just like my. What does she mean by that? Bang! Bang! the immediate Supaga after a month and... Okay, she's cracked. And a bingo. To be fair, I might have the badge on that makes Supaga easier. I'm not sure. Let me see. Do I have that badge on? Do I have the easy peasy badge on? Yeah, I do. I do. Because it just reduces your star power, but I never use it anyway, so... Not me not using the main mechanic of the game. I'm sick, I'm twisted. I'm fucked up and evil. My good sir, ma'am, or anything else. My good ma'am. Welcome in, welcome in. Yes, I've checked everything on this level, Goombella. So what level did I not check? Was it level 1 or level 2? IDK. It's been a month. Would I consider watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I would consider. I just forget to watch anything. My good plan. No, you're sick. I guess it... Will she say something else if I'm here to spread the good word? The good word of Jesus Christ, aka JoJo of Bizarre Adventures. Me when I'm menacing or whatever. I've never Joe to Joe. Goombella! Oh my god! Goombella! Goombella, show me this guy's balls. And by this guy's balls, I mean show me where I'm supposed to go, because I forgot. Goombella! Goombella! Jesus is a character in part 7? That's fucking crazy. That's epic. I've been in here! Do I have to go up here again? Jesus Joestar? No weighing! Nope, that's wrong. I've been up here, but I don't remember why I was up here. Me when I Joe your Joes. Me when chicken and JoJo's. Fuck. What's in here? Mods, am I cooked? Mods, am I cooked? New variation of the meme, I see. Johnny, if your heart waves, do not shoot. Me is obsessed with JoJo. What? I couldn't tell. Huh? Kill! Bink! Murder. Murder is my favorite afternoon activity. Goombella, kill this guy. Bank! Bank! Good job, Goombella. I'm proud of you. Now I'll murder this guy. Bank! Bank! Okay, not yet, but like soon. I will murder this guy soon. What? I can't stop saying wart, by the way. I don't know why. It just makes me giggle. Me gonna spread the good word in a different stream. All right, have fun. Bye. Brah. Bruh. Subaga. It's too easy. Well, we all in here are a little obsessed with things, fellows. Guys, do you guys know what I'm obsessed with? Do you guys know what I'm obsessed with? I do wonder if you guys, can you guys guess what I'm obsessed with? I'm ending the stream. You guys are sick. You guys are sick and twisted. Where am I? Goombella! Goombella! Goombella, I'm confused. A Shellos? I love that guy. He's like a slug or whatever. Don't mind me. Have I been in here? This is an elevator. What am I talking about? Jeez, you're dead. Oh, more floors! We're so back. I just had to click on the right door, I suppose. I'm just silly like that. Kill! Oh, damn, he died. I murdered that man. Let me in?
Excuse me, Girl Miles grass type, that means he is a plant. So in other words, yes, he's kind of obsessed with plants.
Mind blown yourself! I have this one. And then I have this one. No, I don't. I have this one. Why is my nose stuffy again? What is it about this corner of the room? In this corner of the world, hit manga and movie?
Wah! Let me in! Let me in!
Oh, Baba Booey. Oh.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Gumbella.
Ding, bring, bring, bring.
This is so funny, silly. Wart. Wart. Her. Eh. They hate me. Oh my god. They hate Goombella, Jesus. Wart! Oh my god. Goombella is straight up not having a good time. I got a security key! Yippee!
Happy, happy, happy. Happy, 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 happy.
A bat! Does 5 damage to- Wow! I learned Mega Train! That's kind of epic, cool, crazy.
Goodbye.
IDK. Okay. Nose, unstuff yourself now! I already went in there. But that's where I put the key cards in, so I'll put a key card in. What did I get? The spades? This is a club. The other one's spade. Unless? Wait. Which one's spade? Which one's club? My brain is breaking right now. I'm just like, oh, it's a clover. My brain hurt. Now Cutie Pie stuck in my head.
Cutie pie, I wanna make you can play.
The 2 songs that have been stuck in my head are Toma's original song, Cutie Pie. Spade, okay. And Bayesian Canadian Hunger Games. Hunger Games, I wanna win it all. I wanna win it all day. I'm not teaming, I'm not teaming. You should've learned how to play. I win it all, yeah, I win it all. I wanna win all day. I'm not teaming, I'm not teaming. You should've seen my last Hunger Games. That guy's not playing Hunger Games. I can't believe this. Thank you for the follow. You're here forever now. Sorry, accident. Oh yeah, is Miku in Fortnite yet? I saw the trailer. I need to know when I need to make a purchase. I did see her model though for the game. Her face is so uncanny because of the style they made her in. I'm like, baby girl, what'd they do to you? Bang! She not yet? Damn. She's like slightly uncanny. It's so wild.
I'm thinking Miku, Ryu, or whatever.
I killed that guy.
Thank you.
Can I take a shower? I'm stinky. Following me? Big brain play. Thank you for the follow. You're here forever now. Stinky. Toilet paper. Toilet paper. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Da 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 do I live? Let's go. Da 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 da. Hi hi hi. Da 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 do I live? Hi hi hi. Na 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 na. I can't
Anyway, Bob of Bowie. Oh, Baba Zoom. Oh, Baba Zoom. Oh, Baba Zoom. You know? You know? You know? I'm getting crazy. Go crazy. Ah, go stupid. Ah. Anyway.
Let's put in the club.
Me when I'm in the club. Open sesame! Ooh, Princess Peach might be behind that door! Or whatever your voice was, it's been a while. Ah! That's not Princess Peach! That's a man! He just tried to throw chemicals at me, I think. That's not very nice. Bing! Stylish! Guys, are you guys feeling stylish today? I'm feeling rather stylish. Fun. I'm gonna jump off a building in Minecraft. Who gave this zone's BGM permission to go so hard anyway? I don't know. Hi, Bama. Welcome in. I'm gonna jump on this guy. Bang! Bang! I should have multi-bounced or... Oh, you have no, that's not what I want though. Ooh. I'll do that though. Oh.
Nice!
Okay. Now, I can bada bing, bada boom. Bang, bang, bang. It's too easy. Now I'm gonna super ga. Wait a minute. No. Wait. Super ga. I don't know when that one hits. Wait. Whoa. They hate me! They want me dead! I'm gonna bonk them. Bang! 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 I kinda want you to show me these guys' balls, but I feel like they're just gonna heal again. But also, please show me these guys' balls.
Bida bing!
That's an X, not PhD. Guys like this invent all the annoying things we fight. Blah, 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 blah. He likes to throw beakers of chemicals. The chemicals do all kinds of stuff, like making things huge or burning people. Yo, can you get some of that making stuff huge stuff for me? Asking for a friend. He may also use potions to heal himself or make himself impossible to hit. X not PhDs are really annoying, so take them out before they boost themselves, like on a date or like out of this plane of existence. What are we talking about, Gamilla? Anyway, I'm in danger. Stop it! No! Wait. They hate me. Subaga! Oh, that guy's dying. That guy's kill. Bang! That guy's dead! Yay! I moited him. He's gone now. Oh, sorry about the ad. I gotta play it. If Jesus will never let me see my family again. It's really unfortunate, I know. It's really sad, isn't it? Yay! Again! Again! That's too high. Again! Party time. I wasn't ready. I was too busy again. Ending the again. Wow! I didn't know I could do that. That's stylish. I'm like cool and epic like that or whatever. My HP is kind of low. Okay, what do we do here? No, shut up! Oh, but I already saw what you said, so I guess. Bah! I guess not that one. Bah! So a Bari stream fork knife this week? Perhaps. We'll see.
Eh. Goombella. I didn't mean to click that! I want to figure it out myself, but I already read it.
I'm a fool, I'm a buffoon! Okay.
Uppies! Ooh, a key card! Uppies! Hi, Vivian. Long time no see, bonk.
Yeah, I hate women. Huh?
Wah. Uppies! Ooh, I see a mushroom up there. Let me in. Beep, beep, beep.
Whoa, 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 whoa. This is spooky, and I don't like it. Eto. Okay. I can do this or whatever.
Hey.
Give me the mushroom. Actually, do I even have space for the mushroom? Probably. I've fallen, and I can't get up. Somebody call life alert, please. Somebody please call life alert. Oh, I gotta go across the gears? What the freak?
Ooh, I need that. Thank you.
I'm gonna kill this guy.
Moida. Bink, bink, bonk. Nice. Yay, yay, yay. Happy, happy, happy. Happy, 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 happy. They're off of the ground. I hate them.
Bang! Bang! It's okay, I moided them anyway. Get moided, idiot.
What? What-da-da-da-dum. Boy-de-doo. Da-dee-da-dee-da. Da-dee-da-dee-dum. All right.
So, there's that there. That's kind of epic, cool, quirky, epic. So, I need to do all of that parkour. So they hate me. So they dislike me immensely, is what you're saying. So they want me dead, is what you're saying. Let me on.
Thank you.
Ari gracias gozaimasu, or whatever.
Whee! Okay.
So I'm gonna jump across the gears this time, because I gaff about the mushroom, I think.
Blah.
I'm good at platformers, I'm good. Next question. AMA. Am I the asshole?
I'm stuck.
I'm better now. Cat eat. I made it. I didn't make it. Please. I'm begging. I'm begging you. Mercy. Mercy. Please.
Up and away.
Okay.
We've got this. Surely. If I can beat a hat in time, I can beat this.
Oh man, when I play Celeste, I'm straight up not gonna have a good time, I think. So you really sleepy, huh? Not that much. I'm just bad at the video game. Pan pour, God's work. Real ones know.
Wah! Uppies! Wah! Nice-oo!
Okay. In me goes! Guys, this parkour segment's so long. Am I cooked? Should I wait until my brother wakes up and have him do it for me? Probably. I'm... Sao, where are you? We need your help. He's sleeping! He's sleeping! Sai! Sai! Boom, what up? Hi, Hachi. I'm bad at platformers. Bar being bad at platforming. What's new? You're doing great, Doomcat. That's how. That's how. Eh. Give me a second. New? Bar did beatboxing. Bar, did you know Miku? Miku! I did know. I did know Miku. Miku, ooh. Oh yeah, did you want to see the beatboxing? Hold on. I did it all in one take at 3 a.m. The beatboxing part, at least. The singing part I recorded earlier in the day before I left to see my neighbor. Beatboxiera. Hold on, where is it?
I never wanted the world. Just wanna be your girl. Just wanna be your cutie pie.
I can't beatbox.
Cutie pie. I'll fall in love if you keep playing around with me. Yeah. You and I make two. I'd like to be your baby. Wanna be your only. Yeah, be your only. Cutie pie. I'll fall in love if you keep playing around with me. Yeah. You and I make stew. I'd like to be your baby. Wanna be your only. Yeah, be your only. I understand that you've been feeling lonely. I've been feeling it a little too. I won't be the one to tell you that you're cute.
You're not cute.
Don't treat me like a friend. Don't play me again. Cause you know that my heart won't love like this again. You aren't even my type. Yeah, that might be a lie. But what I really want to know is if you think cutie pie. I'll fall in love if you keep playing around with me. Yeah. You and I make stew. I'd like to be your baby. Wanna be your only.
Everywhere.
Yeah, be your only. Cutie pie. I'll fall in love if you keep playing around with me. Yeah. You and I make stew. I'd like to be your baby. Wanna be your only. Yeah, be your only. Cutie P-I-E cutie. P-I-E cutie. P-I-E 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 cutie P-I-E. I'll fall in love if you keep playing around with me. You and I make stew. I'd like to be your baby. Wanna be your only. Yeah, be your only.
Merry Christmas. Hey guys, what's going on?
Hi, Face Fanticles. Hi, welcome in.
Wow, fire song. It's
Toma's original song. Toma's having a subathon. It was her birthday.
Hi, Matthew. Welcome in. Don't mind me. I just need some enrichment. Just need a little bit of enrichment. I use the same extension. It's because it's goated. Hold on.
Let's go. Open up. It's time for parkour.
All right, time for my mandatory parkour check. Let's get this over with.
You're late. You know the deal. You can do the 1-block jump for the raw chicken, or you can attempt the 1-block vertical jump for the beef.
Here in parkour
Are you guys jumping for the beef?
To jump for the beef. It's better to be safe and do the 1-block jump for the chicken rather than risk your entire life for just half a hunger bar more.
Tomorrow, you better not be late, or you'll be doing 2-block jumps with punishment.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I won't be late next time. Down here, us parkour noobs only.
How's the sound?
One piece
How's
of
the
rock
sound?
is just enough to get you to the next day. But that's the life of parkour civilization. If you want to survive, you have to parkour. Every parkour noob has the same goal, and that's to make it to the top layer where all the parkour
A little
pros
low.
go, except
Very
most
low.
parkour pros
You
aren't
hate
going to
me.
the top layer. If you're a parkour noob, there's only one way up, and that is through the Temple of Parkour.
I can turn off the
Temple of
game
Parkour
sound.
is the only structure in the world that combines the bottom layer to the top layer. To make it up, you have to do an impossibly hard parkour course that no
What?
parkour noob has ever
Impossibly hard
completed.
parkour
And
course?
that's assuming you even get the chance to complete the course. The inside of the temple is protected by a barrier.
What if
and
we
the
just?
only
What
way
if this
parkour
just
noobs
takes
get
off
past
most?
the
Takes up
barrier is
most
if
of.
they've earned
Huh,
the
no,
ticket.
no, no,
I've
no,
never even
no, no,
tried
no.
getting a
Here's
ticket
what we
before,
do.
But if I'm gonna rank up to a parkour pro
Here's what
one
we
day,
do. Here's
I'm
what we
gonna
do.
have to. In my neighborhood, pretty much everyone has fallen into the void and died, except for the guy
Here's
who
what we
lives
do.
right
Here's
next
what we
to me.
do.
He's been my neighbor for 5 years. No! Why did he try going for the beef? Well, I guess I have to change my statement. I now live in this neighborhood alone. In parkour civilization, only parkour pros are allowed to break or place blocks. For parkour noobs, it's strictly prohibited. And unfortunately, I found that out the hard way. A while ago, I was searching around and I somehow stumbled upon an oak log. No one has seen it.
The sound is so good. I'm subbing.
So I had to try to take it.
Stop right now.
Oh,
There's
no, I'm done.
spectacles.
You really thought you could
Thank you
break
so
that
much
without
for
me
subscribing
noticing?
for
What, were you gonna try to
17
cheat
months.
parkour?
17.
No, sir,
That's
I
like
didn't try to cheat.
10
I
plus
just thought it
7.
would be
Holy
super rare and I
moly!
wanted
What
to
the
collect
freak?
it.
You're so
Stop
cool and
talking.
epic.
Give me 2
Ow.
jumps now.
2 jumps
I've
in
never
a
watched
row?
this
Okay,
video, by the
sorry,
way.
sir, I'll do it now.
You know what? You seem a little too happy about 2. Let's make it 3.
Okay, I'll do 3.
You know what? Now let's make it 4 jumps in a row.
What?
4 in a row? Come on. In parkour civilization, it should be no surprise that all punishments
What?
were just more forms of parkour.
What?
And that was the last time I ever tried breaking a block.
You're
What?
lucky you got a light punishment. Don't forget you're at the bottom, so follow the rules.
It's
What?
safe to say that if you're at the bottom level of parkour civilization,
I caved
it's
in
not
after
exactly the
seeing
best.
a
But not everything in parkour
gajillion post
civilization
over
is that
1
bad.
week.
For example,
I
was able to
was
use
going
parkour
to,
to buy the biggest house in the
and then I
neighborhood.
forgot.
In parkour civilization, literally everything is parkour, and that means parkour has replaced money.
Welcome. Choose which house you want to buy.
It's pretty nice. In parkour
Wow.
civilization, all you have to do to buy anything is just
Wow.
make more parkour jumps. I'm not
Yeah.
really sure why or how parkour works as
Guys,
a currency.
should we
but
do a
all I know
pivot and-
is
why'd I do
basically
that?
bought a 2-story
Should we
house
do a
for free.
pivot and I
Somehow
just
when
do a
was buying my
parkour
house,
stream?
I convinced myself to go for the ladder jump to buy the bigger house. In parkour civilization, parkour jumps with trickier items like ladders are worth more. That's why this
I just
jump
download
basically
a
bought me a mansion.
Minecraft parkour
No
map
way.
and do it.
Thank you for buying the big house. Let me take you right to it. Just follow me.
Let's go. This is awesome. I just bought my first house. All houses in parkour
Yes.
civilization
I'm
are
never
pre-built, and
finishing
they
Paper
all have
Mario,
one thing in
dude.
common. It's a requirement that every single house
I'm
has a
never
parkour
finishing
jump
Paper
inside to get
Mario.
to your bed. This is a way to make
Holy
sure
shit,
everyone in
dude.
parkour civilization
Did I make
parkours
it?
everywhere they go, even inside the house.
So,
Goated.
this is the neighborhood you'll be living in. You're the only 2-story
Where
house
am
here.
I?
So if you follow me,
Paper Mario
I'll
is
give you a house tour.
2024 is
This
red
so
and flat.
sick.
You're
That ladder jump
sick.
literally may be the richest one in the neighborhood.
As you can see, you have a jump on the top floor
Yay!
and a jump on the
I
bottom
made
floor.
it.
Let me show you the upstairs,
I
and then
did
the house
it.
is all yours.
All right.
How do I get
everything looks
back?
Good. I just have to
You're
take
telling
this
me I have to
jump
go
my
there
bed.
again?
Yeah, I think I got everything figured out.
Perfect.
Ah.
I just need to check if your parkour jump is good.
How are you
Okay.
supposed to check if it's good? Wait,
Oh.
what the? Did this guy for real just jump off? I'm really confused.
He
Is he
died!
alive? Why did he?
What?
All right, just wanted to confirm that your house is ready to move in. The
I don't
guy
get
did
it.
in fact die, so everything should be good.
That guy seriously died?
Yeah, don't worry about
He's
it. It's a part
dead?
of the job. Enjoy your house.
I liked
How
his
is that a part
Minecraft
of the
skin.
job? What? No one really remembers
What?
how parkour civilization started. Most of the parkour noobs down here at least think that the parkour pros were the ones who started
Let's
it.
not
But
mention
the truth is,
Metopia.
I was the one who started it. For some reason,
I
I
forgot.
can't remember the best, but I'm pretty sure this is how the story went. Yo, see what?
Eh.
Yo, hello, bro. You think I could get a diamond real quick? I was mining for like 3 hours and I only found 2 diamonds. I just want to make a
Metopia.
diamond pickaxe.
Sorry. Don't have any to spare.
Hey!
Come on, don't be like that. You were literally
Please.
just holding one. Dude, just give me one
Miku
and I'll
never
pay you back later. I
saved.
just need a pickaxe.
Yeah.
Alright, fine. Give me 1 second. If you want a diamond, you gotta give me something. Alright, watch out. Back up for 1 second. Look, if
What's
you
he
can make
doing?
this 4-block jump, I'll pay you
Ooh.
1 diamond.
Make this
4-block jump.
jump. Wait, why? Why are you gonna pay me to do parkour?
4-block jump is
What do you
easy.
even gain from this?
Is it?
I don't know. I've just never seen anyone do it before. I'd pay to see it done.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll take the offer. Oh, this is so annoying. All right, just give me a second. I know it's possible. I've done it before.
I
No,
told
it's
you, bro,
easy. It's
not
just a
possible.
skill
Just
issue.
stop talking and watch.
Skill issue.
30 seconds. And there we go. Finally.
Too
Look,
easy.
I told you it was possible.
No way. That was actually incredible. All right, well, I got my money's
made it.
worth.
Let's go. I got paid for parkour.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Are you kidding? Dude, totally. All right, I'll be back here tomorrow, I guess. And this is basically how parkouring for money started. The next day I showed up to Siwat's house. He offered me way more diamonds this time, and he constructed an entire parkour course outside of his house to do. But little did we know that this parkour course would completely change the way that the world works. Soon after this event, the parkour civilization began. Now that I think about it, there's kind of an unexplainable gap between those events and now, but oh well.
Parkour check time.
I made it.
You got 30 seconds.
30
Another beautiful
seconds!
morning, and I have to parkour for some more raw chicken that will make me starve even more. All right,
No.
I'm here.
Couldn't
One block
be.
for raw chicken, 1 block vertical for beef. What are you choosing today?
Beef!
Considering my neighbor just died for going for the beef, I'm just gonna go with the
How do we get up
chicken again.
there?
Keep in mind, there's a ticket event today. It's gonna be about 200 blocks west.
This was huge news. If there actually was a ticket event today, I would
Ticket
need to go
event?
for the beef. Ticket events are usually far away, and I would starve by the time I got there if I chose the chicken. But luckily, I got the beef.
No way! You made that jump? You might become a parkour
got
pro one day.
Wait, you really think I could rank up to be a parkour pro?
Wait, where do I go now?
Not a chance. You're a parkour noob. You guys never rank up.
It's
I'm not a
important to know that
parkour noob!
pros have really big egos, and
No.
they like to put down the parkour noobs. This was an important day. This was only the second
can't
time
be.
I've jumped for the beef, and now I have a chance to earn a ticket. The ticket events are so risky because they're
Where am I
located
going?
so far away. If I wasn't paying attention, I could miss just one of these one-block
One of
jumps,
these
and
one-block
my entire
jumps?
chances of becoming a parkour pro would be over. But
What?
luckily, I made it to the ticket event. When I got here, there were only 3
made it to the
parkour
ticket
noobs in
event!
line to do the parkour course. Most noobs don't even show up for the courses anymore because if you
Wow.
miss one jump, you end up like
No!
this guy. And that's the price you pay if you want a ticket to be a parkour pro. I
No.
watched as the second noob
Parkour
fell to
noob
the
while playing
void.
as
Hey, man, do you
Mario,
think
the
you could
iconic
go
parkour
already?
guy. What do you mean?
I'm kind of nervous I'm gonna fall.
No, you don't need to be nervous.
Where am I
I'm sure
going?
if- Oh.
Oh.
Shoot. Okay.
Guys,
Never
he
mind then.
died.
Before going for it, I wanted to study the parkour course. You see, every week the
Oh.
ticket challenge changes, and it's completely random. And this week's course
Wait,
was
where am I
extremely
going?
difficult. There was a 2-block jump to get to the ticket,
A
and if you get it,
2-block
a
jump?
2-block jump to get out of it. Here's
What?
the thing about parkour civilization. Parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Check this out. If I do a parkour jump with the 360, will you replace one of the 2-block jumps with a 1-block jump?
You want to do a 1-block jump with a 360?
With a
Fine.
360?
There's no way you're gonna make it, but I'll
I can't
accept.
even move my
Thanks,
mouse that
Parkour
fast!
Pro accepted by bribe. And now I have another problem. I have to do a 360? Have I even done this before? Whatever, I'm
Idiot.
just gonna go for it. Please make it. No way. I actually did it.
What?
Alright, deal's a deal,
How
right?
did you
I'm
do
not gonna
that?
lie. That was the coolest thing I've seen a parkour noob do. Well,
Yeah,
deal's
that's
a
the coolest
deal.
thing I've
Here
seen
you
a
go.
parkour
Let's
noob
go.
do.
Now there was only one
Whoa.
2-block jump in the course.
Still gotta make the first 2-block jump, noob.
Yeah, whatever. Just let me do the course, bro. This was my best chance to finally earn a ticket. If I actually get this ticket, I can access the parkour temple and make my way up
Parkour
into a better
temple?
life as a parkour pro. There was no turning
Parkour
back now.
pro?
I had to start the course. Most
What?
parkour noobs aren't experienced with diagonal jumps, but somehow I got
Diagonal?
past it. And now
No.
was the 2-block jump. This was life
Oh,
or death.
no,
I closed
no.
my eyes and I went for it.
I'm so
I expected to be
nervous.
falling thousands of feet per second into the void, but to my surprise, I was standing on
Wow.
the platform with the ticket. And thanks to the deal I made
did
with
it.
the Parkour Pro, I only had a 1-block jump to get out of the course. This
One-block
was
jump?
life-changing. This was the first time I've ever received a ticket
Guys,
to access the Parkour Temple.
you
And
got
I
a ticket to the
promised
Parkour
myself that I
Temple.
wasn't gonna waste it. I made my way over to the Parkour Temple. I was in a
What?
good spot. I had 3 full hunger bars, which is the most hunger a parkour noob can have. This was
What?
it. There was no better time, no more perfect time to try making the parkour course to rank up to a parkour pro. I walked up
Parkour
to the hoppers
pro?
in the ground and I threw in my ticket. After a few seconds, the invisible barrier that guards the parkour temple was down. And now, of course,
What?
I had to make sure I didn't fail the 1-block jump to actually get inside the temple. I made the 1-block jump successfully,
What?
and now I was officially inside the temple.
Hold on, I feel like this
was
is a
it.
better
This
shot
shiny
the
hunting
moment
activity.
I've been waiting for my entire life. This was the parkour course that no parkour noob has ever beaten. If you miss any of these jumps, you'll either die from fall damage or fall directly into the void. But I've come too
Nope,
far.
wrong
and I've
game,
practiced
wrong game,
too much
wrong
to
game.
have that happen. I wasn't just gonna be another parkour noob that fails this course. I was gonna be the first one to rank up to become a parkour pro. My
Parkour
journey
pro?
to becoming a parkour pro starts now.
Hey, wake up.
What?
You want a chance to eat today or what?
All right, let's
What?
get this over with.
Wait,
Let's go.
wait, go back. I didn't see it. What happened?
Practiced too much to have that happen. I wasn't just gonna be another parkour noob that fails this course. I was gonna be the first one to rank up to become a parkour pro. My journey to becoming a parkour pro starts now.
Hey, wake up. You want a chance to eat today or what?
All right, let's get
He
this over with.
fell.
Let's go. Hurry up
What?
and do the parkour, noob.
That guy died. You
Parkour
can't see him over
prison,
Palkia,
even
but
the cells have one block jumps. If you miss a single jump, or if a parkour
Me
pro
is back,
catches
welcome
you not
back.
jumping for 30 seconds, you'll be thrown into the lava.
All right, I gotta ask. Do you want to do a diagonal jump to reduce your prison sentence time?
Most parkour noobs would never take this deal.
What?
Diagonal jumps are just not worth the risk. But I wasn't just gonna sit in parkour prison my entire life. If
Wait,
there was
hold on.
any chance I could get out sooner, I was gonna take it.
That was unexpected. Congrats.
This
you
means a
earned one
render
day off
delay.
your prison
Hold
time.
on.
That means you go from 49 years and 320 days to 49 years and 319 days left.
This is how my life is gonna be for the next 49 years in parkour prison. That is,
There.
unless I find a way to get to that portal and make my way back to parkour civilization. Parkour prison is located directly
where'd it
under the
go?
bottom layer of parkour
Oh, there it is.
civilization. If a parkour noob misses any jump, they fall into the void and end up here. And
They
the only
fall
way
into the
back to
void?
civilization is to spend 50 years here without failing a jump. Before I was sent
50
here, I never knew
years?
this place existed, and I was so close to becoming a parkour pro.
What?
My entire life, I've been training for one
Me
goal,
gone
and
again
that's
now,
to go
wow.
to the Temple of Parkour and
You can't-
complete
you
the
can- I'm turning up the
impossible course
opacity
to
'cause you can
rank up
barely
to
see it
become a
now.
Parkour pro. I had everything. I
Thank you
earned
for the
ticket
photo,
to
you're here
get
forever
inside
now,
the temple,
Sony.
and I had enough food to make the journey. But when the time came, I failed the first jump, and now I'm
GG.
dead. What the? Where am I?
Welcome to Parkour Prison, or as most noobs call it, their worst nightmare. If you'll just follow me, I'll take you right
A
to your cell.
handshake.
Parkour prison? What is this place? I don't get it. How am I still alive?
And
James.
just make sure you don't miss any of
Here's
these
your
one-block jumps, 'cause
handshake.
If you fall in the lava, you will die for real this time.
Yeah, not a problem. I've never missed a one block
I let
jump
go
in
of the
my
hand.
life. What I didn't
Where'd it
get
go?
is why parkour prison existed.
I
Instead
lost
of
it. I
letting
lost the
parkour
hand.
noobs
Nope,
just
that's
fall
chat.
into the void, somehow this massive
Where'd-
structure was made under the
Guys,
void to catch us.
where's the
But
hand?
why?
Alright, noob, this is your cell. Go
Where'd
on
it
in.
go?
All of the cells in parkour prison were separated by a 3-block gap, meaning once I went
Oh,
inside this
there it
cell,
is.
I would never be able to escape. But that
It's
wasn't
over.
gonna
I
stop
found
me
it.
from trying.
Make sure you're doing at least one
Eh.
jump in your cell every 30 seconds.
Here's your
If one of us
handshake.
catches you not jumping,
Ah,
you're not making it out.
Just
I let go of
minutes
again.
before this, I was about to rank up to be a parkour pro, and now I'm in the most dangerous place in parkour civilization.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm the only noob right now in parkour prison. My guess is most of them by now
Yeah.
fell in the lava. Wait, there's
What?
actually someone here. Let's go. I'm not alone down here. Wait, why does this guy look familiar? He's been my neighbor for 5 years.
It's your neighbor!
Why did he try going for the beef? No way, it is my neighbor. Wow, I'm so glad I'm not alone
This is
down
bizarre.
here.
What do you mean?
Dude, what is wrong with this guy? All right, he has to be doing it on purpose at this point. The only thing that's better about parkour prison is they feed us fish instead of raw chicken.
Hey, noob, let's go. You've been selected for parkour testing. Be down there in 30 seconds.
And this is one of the not so good parts about prison, the random parkour testing. Bro, wait, you didn't even fill in this gap. Ah, man, now I gotta do another 1-block jump. If you're a prisoner here, the only thing you hope for is that you don't get selected for random parkour testing. Every few days,
Here,
the
should it
pros
be
will
like-
pick a noob at random to test out a new course they've built. This time, the course I was
Should it be
selected
like
for
that,
was
or should it be
fence
over
parkour. If I
everything?
failed to make this 1-block
Should it just
fence
be over
jump,
the
I
game, or should it
wouldn't
be over
coming back.
everything?
Let's go. We don't have all day. Get on the course.
Yes, sir. I'm going right now. The worst part about these random
Thank you for the
courses
photo. You're
is
here
that
forever
they
now.
intentionally
Sony!
use harder blocks for
Sony!
the jumps. The pros know
I need
that the
to
noobs
quarter.
have almost no
I
experience
think only
with
the
fence
game.
jumps,
Okay.
but they build them anyways.
All right, testing complete. Back to your cell fail in 30 seconds.
By some miracle, I was able
What?
to get past this week's random testing course. But what about the
I
next
can also
week
put,
or the
like,
week after that? There's gonna be some day when they build a jump that
I can't say
do,
long, but I
and
love
need
your
to get
hair
out
and
of here before that
face.
happens.
Yeah, I do
Luckily,
be
I've been
making a
thinking of a plan to make my
face.
escape. Back in Parkour Civilization,
Like, I can,
used parkour to bribe one of the pros.
I can
and
put
now I was
these
gonna do
under
it again.
it.
Hey, guard!
What do you want, noob?
I got
nah.
something to show you. Can you come over here?
This better be worth my time, or I'm not
Real
feeding you tomorrow.
baconator.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
Oh, nothing really. I just wanted to ask
Bing
you
bonk.
if I could pay you in 3 diagonal jumps in a row.
3
for 5
diagonal
minutes
jumps
of
in a
free time?
row for 5
3
minutes?
in a row?
Yep,
3 in a
3
row?
What do you think?
What do
You're
you
definitely
mean?
not making that.
What?
But it's not like I care anyways. Sure.
Like always, parkour can be used to get out of
What?
any situation. But now I had one chance
I
to
don't
make
get it.
3 diagonal jumps in a row.
3
So I'll tell
diagonal
you.
jumps in a
Come
row?
on. 1, 2, 3.
3!
No way. I actually did it.
Okay.
He
5
did
minutes
it!
of free time, but you better be back in your cell by the time I get back.
The
Whoa.
bribe worked. Now I had 5 minutes to roam
That's
around
crazy. How did you-
Parkour
I don't
Prison
know.
to see if I could find a way to escape.
I
had
don't
no
know.
clue what
He's
was gonna
kinda goated
happen to
with the
me after
sauce.
I escaped, but I didn't have time to think about that right now. When I jumped around the prison, I noticed someone doing the
What?
random testing course. Wait, is that who I think it is? No, you
No
don't need to
way.
be nervous. I'm sure you're fine. Oh, no way. It is the guy who failed
No
the ticket
way.
event in front of me. That guy was nice. I hope he clutches up these glass
Should
jumps
the
and makes it
opacity
back
be
to
higher or
civilization.
lower?
Oh, something was strange about
I
this
think either
testing
this
course. Why
or
were they using
lower.
glass for
Is this good or
parkour?
should
Glass
it be
jumps
lower?
aren't even a thing at the parkour noob
Because, like,
level.
it gets
If
really,
noobs
it
have
gets
never
really
done
hard to
glass
see
jumps,
here,
why would they use
but,
them
like,
to
really
test the
easy to
jumps?
see when
I
it's
just
on
gotta
black
get out of here.
I
screen.
bet you're trying to think of a plan to escape.
What?
What?
Nuh-uh.
Escape? What are you talking about? I would never try to escape.
Yeah, I think
You're
it's
not?
fine like this.
I was gonna take you to the portal, but if you don't want to,
This obviously seems like you're trying to set me up.
it's not a setup. No
I
one
think it's
says
probably
you have
alright.
to stay here. You can leave at any time. Just follow me and I'll take you there.
What?
I'm 99% sure
Real
I'm being
shit?
led into a trap, but it doesn't matter. If he gets me close to the portal, I'll try to improvise. If
What?
this guard was leading me into a trap, I couldn't see what it was.
No
He
way.
was already getting me so close to the portal. At this point,
Fake
I was
shit?
just gonna have to take a chance and hope
On
that he
God?
was telling me the truth.
For
I was
real?
now
For
5
real?
blocks away from going back to parkour civilization.
You can leave now. If
No
you accept
waying.
the terms that you can never earn a ticket to rank up to become a parkour pro for the rest of your life.
Wait, you're
What?
saying if I go back to parkour civilization
No.
now, I can never be a parkour pro?
That's correct.
No.
Or you can wait out the remainder of your 49 years here in prison.
No.
This was the catch. I could leave parkour prison right now, but in return, I could never become a parkour pro.
No.
Or I could try to survive
can't
here
do
for
it.
another 49 years. It wasn't worth it to stay. I needed to get out of here. Okay, I've made my decision. I'm gonna go back.
So you accept. Good luck.
This was it. The work was done. I escaped parkour prison. But at what cost? Leaving
what
now meant
cost?
that I would be a noob for the rest of my life.
He's
When
a
I went through
noob.
the portal, I was brought back into parkour civilization. The portal spawned me at the entrance of the Temple of Parkour. This was probably the last time I would ever step foot in this temple. I had my chance to rank up to become a pro, and I failed. Now, I can never earn a ticket ever again.
No.
You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Now, I can just go back to my ordinary life in parkour civilization. You know, now that I think about
Oh
it,
my
it's not
God.
the worst situation in the world. I mean, at least I still have my mansion. Wait, who is this? I still own this house, right?
No,
Oh,
you
no.
don't. This house no longer belongs to you.
No.
This parkour noob just purchased this new mansion.
No.
You'll have to leave now.
Wait. This guy just bought my house? How can he do that?
No.
Well, you fell and went to parkour prison, so you lost the house.
No.
When you were down there, this parkour noob bought it.
Bro, really?
No,
wow, so I
no,
really don't own
no.
this house anymore. Well, this guy can enjoy.
Baconator.
Okay, it's for sale now.
Let's go. So I can
Yay!
move back into my house.
Ouch.
After you buy it again, sure.
Oh.
Wait, really? Are
Doom
you serious?
cat,
I have to buy it again?
Baconator.
I went back to the shop to go buy my mansion again, but while I was at parkour prison, something bad happened. The prices for houses in my neighborhood went way up. Now,
No.
if I wanted to buy my mansion, I would have had to pay for it with a 2-block jump. It was
2-block
too risky.
jump?
I was gonna have to find somewhere else to live.
You can't
Fortunately,
do
I
it, not
found
with
another
that
shop
hunger
that was
bar.
selling wood houses. A bit of a downgrade from the stone house, but it was all I could afford. I could either do a 1-block fence jump for a small house or a 1.5-block stair jump for a large house. I figured if I'm gonna be living on the noob level for my entire life, I might as well buy the big house. Luckily, escaping parkour prison gave me
did
the
it.
confidence to make the jump easily. Now, I got a mansion in a new neighborhood where,
Whoa.
not to my surprise, everyone fell into the void, so it's just me living here. The house is definitely a bit of a downgrade from my previous mansion, but it's still a 2-story house,
No.
and it has a painting, which is something you don't really
Oh,
see that often in
painting!
parkour civilization. I just keep wondering what my life would have been like if I actually made it to the pro civilization. Now,
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever figure out what it looks like up there. I just wish that. What was that? When I went to sit in my chair, I
Gasp!
backed up against the wall and there was nothing behind me.
I
This
have a
painting was
fake
covering
painting like
something.
that in my
I walked through
Minecraft
the
house. It
painting
leads
and
to
it
the boner
revealed a
room.
secret door. For some reason,
What?
this house I bought had some hidden passage.
Hidden
Whoever made this
passage?
was obviously trying to hide something. But what was
What?
it? There was a ladder that led to the bottom floor, and when I got down there, I found a man. Somehow there was already
A man?
someone living here. By their leather boots,
The dinner
I could
bone
tell it
room?
was a
No,
parkour
the
noob.
boner
This
room.
was obviously some mistake. I went to go leave, but then
Wait! Don't leave.
the man spoke to me. He said he's been watching me.
I
He's
watched
been watching
you
you?
enter the Temple of Parkour. I think you have what it takes to rank up.
I'm sorry, man.
What?
I think you're confused. I can never earn a ticket anymore. I'm
What?
gonna be a parkour noob forever.
No.
There is still a way I can get you a ticket.
Wait. What are you talking about?
Huh?
When I was younger, I earned myself a ticket, but I never used it. Instead, I hid it far, far away.
The old man said it wasn't his destiny to rank up to be a pro, but it was mine. He brought out a compass
No.
and he threw it to me. He told me that if I followed this compass, I'll find the hidden ticket. This was
He'll
the second
find
chance
it?
I was looking for. I had no way of knowing whether the old man
No.
was telling the truth or not, but at this point, I had nothing to lose. Maybe this
He had
works,
nothing to
maybe it
lose.
doesn't. All I know is that I wasn't done with parkour civilization
You can do
just
it.
yet.
I believe in you.
Come on, just one jump at a time.
One jump
and
at
I
a
should
time.
Be there soon.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, this can't be good.
This
Monka.
is a parkour checkpoint. Why do you want to leave parkour civilization?
If the
Huh.
pro found out why I was really out here, I might go back to parkour
Oh,
prison.
no.
I was gonna need an excuse. I just wanted to practice my 2-block jumps.
Listen, noob. Out there, you'd never survive. Besides, what do you need to
No.
practice for? You can never rank up, buddy.
Despite my convincing story, it didn't work. I was in big trouble now.
Oh.
Following this compass is the
Can't
only
believe
possible way
it.
I can make it up to the
Guess you
parkour
have to
pro
hit him into the
civilization.
void.
I was gonna have to try something else.
I told you to go home.
What if I paid you with a backwards jump?
A backwards jump?
What?
Okay, at least he's listening, and now I get one chance at this. Oh my god, I actually made it.
Whoa.
That was crazy.
Wait. No, that was crazy. Move aside and let me try this.
You got it. Just make sure you jump far enough. Oh, shoot. That was not my plan. I thought he was just gonna let me pass. Alright. Well, I guess that works. Now that I made it past the
Let's
parkour
go.
checkpoint, it was time to
You
go
just
searching
killed that
for the hidden
man.
ticket. That's
Phoebe's
assuming that
first
the ticket I'm
murder.
looking for is even real. After the mysterious old man gave me this compass and told me that it would lead to a ticket to rank up to parkour pro civilization, I
Why
immediately
ticket look
started
like
preparing
Siri?
for the journey because this time I wasn't gonna fail. The biggest
It's not
problem
gonna
I had
fail.
to solve was my
Nuh-uh,
food
he
supply.
didn't.
Parkour noobs only get fed once a day, and if this compass was
Oh.
taking me far away, there was no way I would survive on the raw chicken. So for the past week, I've been doing the beef jump every single morning, and for the rest of the day, I tried not to parkour at all so I
What?
could save the food. But that's when I almost got caught.
Hold up, what was that sound?
Oh no, I'm starving. This isn't good.
Why are you
Whoa.
taking damage? Are you starving?
Starving? No, I'm just in pain because I love parkour so much and I wish I could do it
No.
all the time.
Oh
He's
man, sorry to
starving.
hear that. Yeah, love hurts. Well, I hope you feel better.
By some miracle, the parkour
I love
pro
all the
bought my
vine
excuse.
booms.
If the pro stayed around for any longer, I
No
might have
way.
starved to death. I had to eat the piece of beef that I just jumped for, but it didn't matter. I had already prepared enough.
Oh
By
my.
rationing my food, I was able to save up
4
4 pieces
beef?
of beef for the journey. I had no clue whether this would be enough
No
food
way.
to survive the trip, but the old man said I had everything I needed. So I guess I was just gonna have to trust him again. Now it was
What?
time to go searching for the ticket. Crossing this line of stone means I'm heading into the parkour outskirts. No noob, including myself, has ever
What?
been out here, and probably for a good reason. All I know
That's
is
crazy
that the
how he
further
did
away
that.
you get from parkour civilization,
I just
the
can't
more
believe it.
dangerous the jumps become. Already,
Oh
I was
my
starting
God.
to see huge chunks of
Oh, look
parkour
at
missing.
the
No one
jumps.
knows how the outskirts came to be like this, or at least no
How
one
could
down
this
here
be?
knows. Unfortunately, the compass kept taking me further and further away from parkour
No.
civilization. The old man must have hid the ticket out
No.
here, knowing that no parkour pro would ever go this deep to retrieve it. I was
No.
running out of time. I had already been jumping for hours, and now I'm down to one piece of
No.
rubber beef left.
Only
And
one
still,
piece?
I found nothing. That was until I saw something in the distance. I had no way of
Oh
knowing,
my God.
but I had a feeling
What is
this
that?
was what I was looking for. In all my time here in parkour civilization, I have never seen
On
anything
what?
like this. This couldn't be a coincidence. Which means I was gonna have to go parkour to the top. I haven't
No
really
way.
prepared for anything like this. Vertical jumps don't exist
could this-
naturally down here. The only place I've
No
seen
vertical
jumps
jumps?
is when I jump for food. Luckily, I made it
Only
to the
when you
top
jump for the
without
beef.
falling into the void. I didn't see anything at first glance, but when I pulled out my compass, I was in the right place.
Oh.
I didn't get it. The compass was pointing me to the exact block I was standing. The ticket should be here, unless the old man hid the ticket out of sight and put it underground. If I broke this brass block and a parkour pro catches me, I would for sure be going back to prison for life this time.
What have you got to
If I have
lose?
any shot at making it up to the parkour pro civilization, I'm gonna take that chance. Well, here goes nothing. I broke the block, and underground there was a chest. I couldn't
The
believe
One
it. I
Piece!
had actually found the ticket. But when I opened the chest, something was wrong. There
No.
was no ticket to be found, just a barrier. The old man lied to me. There was no ticket to get up to the pro civilization. Why would he send me all the way out here to get a barrier block? This didn't make any sense. The old man
parkour!
knew I would risk my entire life for a ticket, but
Yes!
he set me up. There had to be some explanation for this. Well, if I'm lucky to survive the trip back, I can ask him why he sent me all the way out here just to get a barrier block, which is also illegal to have. By some miracle, I made it back to the parkour checkpoint without falling.
Hey, you. You were the last one to see the pro stationed here. What happened to him?
No.
Oh, well, I showed him a backwards jump, and then he tried it for himself and then fell.
You? A backwards jump? Are you serious?
Yeah?
Okay, now
Do
I
it.
have to try. So you just go backwards?
Oh, Doomcat.
He's gone too. Am I gonna be blamed for this? Fortunately, I made it back to my house and no parkour pro has caught me with the barrier block. Now it's time
Thank
to ask
God.
this old man why in the world he sent me out there to retrieve this.
Old
Alright,
man.
bro, are you gonna explain to me why the... What the... When I got down to the basement, the old man was nowhere to be found.
No!
All that was left was a hole in the ground. Did he jump into the void on purpose?
No!
I don't understand what's going on. But that's when I paid attention to the item that was left on the ground. I knew
Ticket!
what it was before I even picked it up. It was a ticket to rank up to become a
No
parkour
way.
pro. The old man had it on him the entire time, but still sent me to retrieve the barrier block? The old man
You
wanted me
need
to find
it.
this barrier for a reason. And now, this was the sign that I was ready to rank up to become a parkour pro. It was
Oh my
time to
God.
head to the parkour temple.
You can
I made
do
my
it.
way back to the place that I never thought I'd step foot in again.
I
The place
believe in
where
you.
No parkour noob in history has ever made it out alive.
You
I
can
went
do
ahead
it.
And ate my last piece of beef. Just like last time, I was in such a perfect spot.
You
3
can
full
do
bars
it.
of hunger is exactly what I need to make it to the top. The barrier guarding
I
the temple
believe
was
in
up,
you.
so I threw in my ticket, and the entrance to the parkour temple was now open. All I had to do now was do something that I totally never do, and that's fail 1 block jumps. Okay, I made the
He
first
did
jump.
it.
That's always a good sign. This time around was different. I wasn't gonna let the pressure get to me. I was gonna be the first noob to ever rank up to the pro civilization.
Oh my
No,
God.
looking at this jump is giving me flashbacks. My journey to becoming a parkour pro starts
Oh,
now.
Oh
No,
no.
this time was
You
different.
can do
I
it.
successfully made
He
the
did
first
it!
jump, and for the first time in my life, I was
Oh my
actually
God.
on the parkour course.
I could
Now,
never.
All I had to do was just take it 1 jump at a time. The first section was the
Finally,
stone
did I
blocks.
reset
So
over
far,
Shiny
I've
God?
only encountered 1 block vertical jumps, but they were nothing I couldn't handle. Even though I had been on the course for a good amount of time, I was still ways away from making it to the top. After I passed the stone block section, I moved on to the stone slab.
You can't say that to me.
Slabs
Smile,
common
W.
in the noob level
You guys are
of
fucked
parkour
up. You guys are fucked up
civilization,
and
but luckily,
evil.
This section wasn't too hard, but it was the next section I
Oh.
was worried about. The stair jumps. This
Stair
next jump I
jumps.
had to complete was by far the hardest jump I've ever seen.
Oh,
It
no.
was a 2-block jump, but I had to go up half a block. But I
Oh
didn't
my
come all
God.
this way to give up. I went for the jump, but I jumped too early. I thought this was it, but by some miracle, a block below me broke my fall, and I only took 2.5 hearts of damage. But
Oh,
that was
no.
too close to call. If I was even the slightest bit off, I could have been all the way down there in the void. On my second time around, I
Oh.
made the
Oh,
jump.
he did
That
it.
stair jump essentially marked the end of the stair section, and
Oh
now
my
I was on the
God.
stone walls.
Oh,
Walls were
no.
almost never seen at the noob level, but fortunately,
Oh,
I
no.
didn't see anything bigger than a 1-block jump for the rest of the way. All I had to do was sneak and stay on the course, and that's
Oh my
when I got
God.
to the point when the jump stopped. I was so high off the ground now, but I knew
Oh.
I was at the end. I climbed up
Oh
the
my
stairs
goodness.
until I was face to face with the entrance to the parkour pro civilization. This was it. I was about to be the first
Oh,
noob
no.
in history to
But he
rank
can't
up,
make
but then
that.
The realization hit me. The last jump to get to the parkour pro civilization was a 3-block jump. It was
You can't do
impossible.
that.
This was why no noob has ever ranked up to become a pro. The course was
But with the
impossible to
barrier
begin
block.
with. But then I remembered the barrier. This is what the old man wanted me to use it for. He knew the course was impossible, and
You
he
can
wanted
do
to
it.
give me a chance to rank up. I placed down the barrier block, and I made the 2-block jump. I
Break
did
it!
I actually did it. I was the first noob in history to ever complete this course. No one at the bottom level knows what society is like up here, and I was gonna be the first one to figure it out. What was it gonna be like?
Break it!
Was I actually gonna be able to see the sky?
Break
Well,
it,
I guess
or
we'll
they'll
find out.
know.
I walked up to the stone walls, and the doors opened, revealing a room I've never seen anything like before. I
Oh
turned
my
the corner,
God.
and I saw a parkour pro just standing there. Hi.
What the? Who are you? Where did you come from? I'm the only one working here.
I came from the noob level. I just beat the course and ranked up.
Wow, I was not expecting this. I'm not sure what to do here. Just go over there and throw your leather boots in the lava.
All right, time to get my iron
Wow.
boots.
Yes, sir. One ranked up. A noob by the name of Evbo. Yes, sir. I'll keep an eye on him.
And that was it. That was the last time I would
They're
ever
on to
wear leather
him.
boots again for the rest of my life. From the looks of it, I only had one more lava jump to go, but this time there were dispensers. I backed up and jumped over the lava, and I was equipped with iron boots. I was officially a parkour pro. After I broke
parkour
through, I
pro!
saw one more jump that led to some barrels. What is this for?
It's for food. You only have to pay 1 jump for 2 steak here.
Only a one
steak?
jump for food? That's amazing. I opened the barrel to see something that I've never seen before. Cooked meat? In all of
Whoa.
these. In my entire life living on the noob level, I've never seen a
Funny
piece
that the
of
moment he
cooked
value
beef.
changed, you
And
staring at
now,
God,
as a
dude really
parkour pro,
died.
I could fully replenish my
Wow.
hunger bar. And that meant I could sprint now. Oh man, this is
Wow.
Congratulations on becoming a parkour pro. You can now head up those steps and begin your life in parkour pro civilization.
Whoa.
Those were the exact words I wanted to hear.
I wanna
This
be a
is it. When
parkour
I walk up
pro.
these steps, I will be at the top level of parkour civilization.
Wow.
When I walked into the temple, I immediately
Whoa.
saw massive statues. These statues looked like they were showing the parkour noobs and the parkour pros. They even
Wow.
had their boots on. This place
They
is
did.
insane. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, look at these What
Gold?
the- gold boots? Who wears gold boots?
Parkour
This
master?
doesn't make any sense. What is this?
What?
Am I
Parkour
not at
god?
the top of parkour civilization?
What?
Hey, parkour delivery.
Let's go. My parkour
Can't
delivery
be.
is here. Now that I'm a parkour pro, I can get parkour
Whoa.
delivered to my house.
Hey,
What?
Did you order parkour construction to this house?
Yes, sir. That's me.
Parkour
I ordered the,
construction?
6-block tall slime jump to my bedroom.
What?
Sounds good. Where do you want it built?
Let's see. I think this would be a good place for it. You
Keep
think you can
dreaming,
build it right
streamer.
there?
You couldn't
Oh,
even
sure.
one block
I can make that
backwards
happen.
jump.
To think just
Oh
a few
yeah.
days ago, I was a parkour noob,
Watch
and
this.
Now I'm getting custom parkour jumps installed in my house. Is
Watch
crazy.
this.
This look good?
Yep, I think it's perfect. Hey, thanks, man, for parkouring.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this, okay? Hold on, I'm moving things so I can see it. Watch this. Yeah! I did it. I did. Now watch this. Watch this. Yeah. I did it. I did it. I did it because I'm good at the video game. What did I just move? Baconator. Oh, why did Baconator? Oh, that's why I Baconatored. Baconator. She tried to fool us. Nuh-uh! I would never fool you. Never. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. Nothing at all. Alright? Nothing. You didn't see shit. You didn't see shit. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Never mind, she dropped Paper Mario not because of being gatekept, but simply being too goated for the game itself. Literally, that's what I'm saying.
The way out here.
Sure. You got my payment?
Oh, yeah. For sure. It was 4 1 blocks in a row, right? Okay.
4
1
blocks
2,
in a row?
3, 4. There you go. Thank you very much.
And my tip?
Your tip?
Really?
Tip?
Don't tell me you thought you weren't gonna tip me.
If you're a parkour pro, it's always expected that you tip when you buy something. Oh, I hope I make this. Oh, that was close.
Oh.
Wow. A 360? Yeah, you're good, man. Thanks.
And like most things
Wow.
in parkour civilization, the way you tip is with more parkour. Luckily, I survived that payment for the jump
He
installed
did
in
it.
my house. If I missed any one of those jumps, I would have fallen back down
Oh
to
my
the
God.
parkour noob level, and my journey to become a pro would have been for nothing.
Oh.
But I won't say it wasn't worth it, because now I can practice slime jumps anytime time I want inside of my house.
He did
And
it.
This is how my new life is as a pro in parkour civilization. No parkour noob at the bottom level knows what life is like up here, except I was the only one to rank up and become a part of parkour society. To rank up to a
That's
parkour pro, I had to
crazy.
be the first noob in history to beat an impossible parkour course. When I got
No
to the
way.
top, I got my iron boots.
He got
and
his
I was
iron
officially
boots.
a pro. I thought
I wish I
had
could
made
get
it.
my
I thought I
iron
was
boots.
at the top of parkour civilization. But
But what
that's
about
when
the
I
diamond
realized
boots
I
and the
truly
gold
knew
boots?
nothing about the world I was living in.
Don't tell
My
me there's
journey to
netherite
getting to the
boots.
top of parkour civilization wasn't even close to being done. Now, I was about to discover what life was like on the second layer of parkour civilization. At the parkour pro level, everywhere you look is a 2-block jump. When I was
You
a
get
parkour
iron
noob,
toed-
I thought
iron
2-block
toed
jumps were
boots,
extremely
allegedly.
hard. But now that I could
Allegedly.
sprint, I realized they were almost like 1-block jumps. Something about the pro level felt different.
Literally.
Maybe it was the fact that
Iron
when I was a
boots?
noob,
New
I would see
Paradox
dirt in the sky,
Pokemon?
but now there's nothing above me. And that's when I looked
Dude,
back at the parkour temple.
do you think
There was
Iron
still a
Boots and
world
Iron
above me,
Hands would
and now
date?
it was way higher up. But there was something else that was different. I was staring
Wow.
down at the house I used to live in. When I was down on the noob level, I would look up and all I would see is dirt. But
Whoa.
somehow on the pro level, I could look down. And I could only assume that the same goes for the layer
Whoa.
above me. Now that I was adjusted to my surroundings, it was time to go searching for a place to buy a house. That
That's
was assuming
crazy.
that life still worked like that up here. When I took a look around, all I saw were the same identical buildings. Maybe this
Oh my
time I wouldn't
goodness.
be getting a mansion. But that's when I found a building that looked different, and it definitely
Mansion!
didn't look like a house.
She was
When
a
I walked
feet
inside
girl
the
and he was a
building, sure
hands
enough, it was
boy.
a shop
They
to
might
buy
think
a
of
new
each other as
house.
Hey,
weirdos.
aren't you the noob who ranked up?
That would be me.
Hi,
Oh
noob.
yeah, I thought it was you. I'm selling houses
I mean, one is
today.
hands, the
Choose
other
one
isn't
you
even
wanna
feet,
buy.
just
Let's
boots.
go. It's
Yeah,
time
you
to buy
right.
my first house as a parkour pro. Let's see what these prices are. I can get one house for a 2-block jump. Oh, that's super cheap. All right, what is this one
Wow.
over here? I can get one house for a 2.5-block jump. Okay,
But-
that's a little more expensive. And this last one is one house for a 3-block. Wait, why are these all the same?
Why are they all
of
the
these options
same?
Are for the same house.
Oops, busted. I was trying to get a little more profit.
Why would anyone fall for
The
that?
only thing I
Since
know is
there
that
was only
Fairthorn
one
does
house
not
to buy,
approve of
I
it.
obviously went with the cheapest option and bought my first house with a 2-block jump.
I thought you already
Congrats
had
on
a
buying your
house.
First house as a parkour pro. Let me take you to it.
Let's
Eh?
go. Since all the houses
Where was
were
he living
identical,
before?
it was no surprise that I got one that looked like this.
You're all set to move in. Feel free to call the
Mhm.
parkour delivery service if you want your jumps changed.
A parkour delivery service? Let's go. Being a parkour pro is awesome.
I feel
The
like
living room in
something
my
was out
house
of
had
order.
2 1-block jumps, and the entire house itself was 3 stories tall. Looks like 3 jumps to get to my bed.
I
on
feel
the
like we're a
top
little
floor.
out of
Hey,
order.
It's your neighbor.
He
Can I
had one
come
on the
in?
previous floor.
Sure.
Thanks. You're that F-boat guy, right? You're the noob who beat the course and
But-
ranked up?
Yeah, that's me. I'm the first one
I'm
to
so
do it, I
confused.
guess.
I can't believe you're my neighbor. That's
I like
crazy.
that
Well,
skin.
you probably have questions about life up here, right? Anything you want to know?
Yeah.
I have
one
so many
actually.
questions.
What happens when we fall? What is the punishment for missing a jump at the pro level?
You go down a level. If you miss a
Wow.
jump, you'll be a noob, and you'll have to beat the course again.
Okay,
No.
so I can never fall. Noted. So who are the people above us then? What's above a pro?
It's probably best I just show you.
He
Here,
lives in a
come with
different
me.
floor now.
My
He didn't
neighbor
have a
started
house here
telling me
yet.
everything there was to know
But
about
he did a
parkour
few minutes
civilization.
ago
He brought me back to the parkour
with the slime
temple where
block
all
jump,
the statues were.
and he got
explained
delivered.
How parkour civilization starts at the noob level, and at level 2,
Oh,
you
lore.
become a parkour pro. Then there were the parkour masters. If you were lucky enough to rank up, you get gold boots and you become a master. My neighbor said that
Master.
parkour masters never come down to the pro level. But
Wait,
if
I
they
did
do
call
ever
them
come
parkour
down,
masters.
It's a parkour pro's nightmare. He said the parkour masters are ruthless. And then he walked over to the largest statue, the one with the diamond boots. He said that this was the parkour champion. He said that most people down here
Champion.
don't
I
even
called him a
believe that the
parkour
champion
god.
is real. But the stories say there can
champion.
only be one parkour champion. Whoever that was,
They wanna be
lives
the very
at
best like
top
no one
of
ever
parkour
was.
civilization, which means if I was gonna make it to the top,
What?
I would have to become a parkour champion. My first day as a
No
parkour pro
way.
was strange. For once, no one was at my door making me parkour for food. But then the question was, how do I get food now? Or what do I even do? I saw that there was another pro going somewhere,
Whoa.
so I decided to follow him. Soon after, I saw another pro going in the same direction, which meant they were probably heading to something important.
Something
After jumping for a
important?
few minutes, I saw what they were heading to. They were all
Whoa.
heading to this massive structure in the distance. When I got
My
closer,
fingers
I saw
hurt.
that there was a bunch of parkour pros lined up for something. Whatever this place was, these parkour pros were willing to do 2-block vertical jumps. to get here.
2-block
Fortunately,
vertical
I didn't
jumps?
fail any of these jumps, and I made it into the
Whoa.
line. I must have woken up late to whatever this
No
was because
way.
I was the last one to show up. At this point, I didn't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but that's when I saw what everyone was waiting in line for. There was a dispenser at the end of the structure. The
What are
pro
they
in front of
getting?
me picked up 2 items, but the only thing I saw them holding was a piece of paper. What could be so valuable about that piece of paper that
Let's
people
find
would
out.
wait in line this long for? When it was my turn, I clicked the button and I
Steak!
got a piece of steak. So this is how the parkour pros get food.
Farm
Then
work.
I received the piece of paper. The paper said farm work equals 15 minutes. And this is when I realized how life was different on the pro level of
No.
parkour civilization. Instead of parkouring for food like the noobs do, the pros parkour for work. Just like the guy who sold me my house, the guards in parkour prison, or even the pros that fed me every day. They were all just completing their daily task that they got from this piece of paper. And now for my first daily task, I was assigned to work on the farm. Before this, I had never seen an animal in parkour civilization,
Whoa.
but this is the place they were all kept. This place was responsible
doing
for
his
feeding all of the
dailies.
parkour pros and all of the parkour noobs. And it should be no surprise that in parkour civilization, even the animals had to do a parkour
What?
course. My daily task meant that I had to watch all of the animals that did the parkour course. Oh man, this job is terrible. Now I'm just gonna have to watch a cow fall off and die.
Nah, he's goated with the
Oh my God,
sauce.
this cow is cooking. How did he even do that?
Wow.
The parkour pros only eat the meat from the animals that complete the parkour course. They say it enhances your
Wow.
parkour abilities. As for the other animals that don't make the course, well, that's where the meat comes from on the noob level.
Oh.
And some noob's gonna have to eat that. Wow, I cannot say I missed that. Parkour
Oh,
pros
wow.
do their daily tasks for a reason. Once you've completed the task that you got on your piece of paper, you take it to the training grounds. This
The
place
training
is
grounds?
basically the only reason parkour pros are incentivized to work. This is because this is the only place in parkour civilization where you can practice parkour without worrying about falling to the lower level. The
Really?
entrance to the training grounds is blocked by a barrier, and the only way in is to throw
Stupid
in your slip
chicken.
of paper once you've completed the work. The daily task
Wow.
I completed gave me 15 minutes of practice time. That meant for the next 15 minutes, I could practice any parkour jump I could possibly think of.
Wow.
Here, you have the ability to build any
What?
parkour jump you want. But with this being my first day as a parkour pro, I didn't even know what I needed to practice. So I
Wow.
just decided to do the jumps that people left here. It seemed like a lot of the pros were practicing fence jumps, which are jumps I had little to no experience on. But
Wow.
what scared me the most is what I saw over here.
Two
Someone was
block vertical
practicing not
jumps?
one, but multiple 3-block vertical
Three
jumps.
block
It
vertical
almost seemed
jumps?
impossible to do even one. But if someone was practicing these jumps, that could only mean one thing: that the way
Oh,
up
no.
to become a parkour master would be nearly impossible. If I was gonna have any
Wow.
shot at ranking up to become a master, I was gonna have to
Guys,
spend
do you
much
think you
more
can
time
do
in here
it?
practicing. Another beautiful day, and I don't have to wake up to either raw chicken or raw beef. Even though I've only been
So
here for a
great.
few days, I feel like I haven't really enjoyed myself yet. I mean, for once in my life, I don't even have to go outside to parkour for food. I don't even have to grab my piece
Real.
of steak. I'll still have full hunger for days. And now, instead of
Wow.
being bullied by all the parkour pros like I was down at the noob level, I can just do anything I want and no one's here to punish me.
Hey, you want to come with me to get our daily
I'm
jobs?
so tired.
I don't wanna
Nap
be late.
stream. I think not. He looks
Yeah,
a
I
little
don't
lame.
think I'm gonna do
Whoa,
my daily
I'm
task. I
telling.
think I'm just gonna chill today, honestly.
What? What do you mean you're gonna chill? You're not gonna get your daily tasks? Are
What?
you sure about that?
You
What?
don't
I mean,
want
no
to
one said we
contribute to
have
this
to, so
capitalistic
what's the
society?
problem?
I don't know. I just have never seen anyone not do their daily task.
Well, maybe I'm teaching the parkour pros that they
Wow.
don't have to parkour all the time. But later that day, I realized I made a huge mistake. What in the world is that
Oh,
sound?
no.
Bro, come on, I was just trying to sleep. Who keeps making that horn noise?
Dude, hurry. You gotta get out here now. Follow me and make sure you don't miss a jump.
Whoa, 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 what's going on? I'm
What?
late for what? Wait, where are you going?
What's
I
happening?
started parkouring in the direction that my neighbor was going. And that's when I saw a bunch of parkour
What?
pros lined up, standing completely still. I had no clue what was going on, but
What is
I followed my
happening?
neighbor and soon I got in line with all of the other parkour pros. No one was saying
What?
anything. Hey, can anyone tell me what's going on?
Dude, don't say anything and look straight ahead.
Why?
Huh?
Can't someone just explain what's happening? But that's when it happened. Not too far ahead, someone dropped down from the sky. It was a parkour,
Parkour master!
One of you was supposed to design a new course, but someone didn't do their task. Who
Oh
was it?
no.
Oh no, I'm done for. Why does this have to be me? I watched as the parkour master interrogated each and every one of the parkour pros, knowing that sooner or later he was gonna show up where I was.
You.
Oh
What
no.
was your task?
My task, I was selling houses to noobs on the bottom level.
Someone already did that task. Prepare for a parkour battle.
A
Parkour battle?
The parkour battle starts
Oh
now.
no.
This is just great. Why does my first parkour battle have to be against a parkour master?
For my
no.
first attack, I'm attacking you with a 3-block jump.
Okay,
What?
3-block jump, that's doable. I think I can survive this round. In parkour civilization, it should be no surprise that people fight each other with more parkour. If someone attacks you with a jump
What?
and you don't make it, you pay the price. Oh, this isn't good. I'm already down 4 hearts.
How could this
I gave you
happen?
an easy one, but I guess this is going to be over faster than I thought. Get ready for my next attack.
No,
The
chat,
worst
is he
part about
cooked?
parkour battles is you can't even attack your opponent until you defend one of their attacks. And by the looks of this next jump, I
no.
probably won't be attacking the parkour master at all.
Your turn.
No.
4 blocks by 3 blocks diagonal jump.
All right, here goes nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, this is so far. How did he
No.
do this first try? I was hoping I would get lucky, but
No.
luck wasn't on my side. The second attack hit me, and I was down to 2 hearts.
This is
Can't
too
be.
fun for me. One more attack, and you'll be gone forever.
The parkour
No.
master was right. If I failed to defend one more attack, it's game over
No.
for me. All I could hope for now is that the parkour
He's gonna
master
be a
fails this
parkour
last
noob
jump.
again.
That way, I could actually have a chance
No.
to attack. No
No,
way he
no,
makes
no.
his first try. Oh god, he made it.
This is
No.
it for you, parkour pro.
No.
A 3-block vertical jump to decide your fate.
This was it. My entire
block
journey in parkour
vertical
civilization
jump.
came down to this one jump, and it was a 3-block vertical
No.
jump. I thought when I ranked up to become a parkour pro, my days of parkouring to
can't
survive
be.
were over. But I soon realized I knew nothing about parkour society. Even as a pro, I wasn't even close to
No.
being at the top of parkour civilization. The parkour pros were the workers of society. Every day we would get a new daily job to
Parkour.
complete,
Hi,
and I
Lucius.
found out the hard way what
I'm
happens
learning
if
how
you
to be a
skip your job,
parkour
because
pro.
the one day I didn't get my daily task, a parkour master came
No.
down and challenged me to a parkour battle. And now I have to do the hardest jump I've ever done in
No.
my life if I want to live. This was it. All my work to rank up
You
to
can
become
do
a
it.
parkour pro was gonna be for nothing if
You
I
can
didn't
do it.
make
I
this
believe in
jump.
you.
But at least I was gonna die trying. I took a deep breath and I jumped. Is,
He
is
did
this
it!
real? I did it. I made a 3-block vertical jump.
You just bought yourself 5 more minutes of time, but we both know your fate. Get ready to attack me.
The parkour master
No.
was right. All I did was buy myself a little time. How was I gonna be able to do a jump that the parkour master couldn't do? And if I make it too easy, the parkour master will just get another chance to attack me. I got lucky last time, but I
no.
don't think I'd survive another attack from the parkour master. For my first attack, I built a 1-block jump and I did a 360. Maybe, just maybe, there was a chance this would work.
Wow, a 360? I've never done that before, but if you
Oh.
did it, it can't be that hard.
Let's go. He's never done it before. I needed him to fail this jump.
How? Who even does 360s? What is this?
By some miracle, my attack against the parkour master was successful.
did
I
it!
think I found his weakness. He couldn't do a 360. This was my chance. I just had to make sure that I kept making my jumps. For my next attack, I built a 2-block jump. I've never even made this jump before, but my entire life depended on it. I jumped and I successfully made a 2-block jump with a 360.
This is
He did it. Lucius, thank you for subscribing for 29 months. 29 months? That's like 20 plus 9. What the freak? You're so cool and epic. What the freak? Hi, Lucius. Hi, Hachi. Hi. But hi, Bart. I hope you become a parkour pro. I will. I will become a parkour
ridiculous.
pro.
How are you doing these jumps?
How is he
I
doing
watched
these
as the parkour
jumps?
master tried to defend against my attack, but once
No
again,
way!
the 360 was too difficult for him.
This
He can't
be
do
possible.
360s.
How are you beating me?
Now, both the
He's
parkour
not
master
goated
and
with
I
the
were at
sauce.
2 hearts. The next person to land an attack would win the parkour battle. All right, you ready for a 3-block jump with a 360?
No, stop. I yield. You win the parkour battle.
What? Are you serious? No way.
That
I
is kind of
actually won
worrying.
the
Hi,
parkour battle.
Pumpkin.
Somehow, I beat a parkour
What?
master.
Because you beat me, I have something that can help you rank up to become a parkour.
Oh, an ad is playing. Let me
Baconator.
pause. Baconator. Let me pause and stretch for a minute. Hi! Hi, Pumpkin. Welcome in. Ooh, wait. I might be able to do a poll in TCG Pocket. Let me see.
Baconator.
Let me see. Let's see. I have a Discord notification. From whomst? Oh, from Toma server. Tom. Funny. Da 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 da. Okay. Chatty Tommy. It was just Toasty replying to me saying Tom. Because I posted my my quote-unquote QD cover in Toma fan work. Okay, let's see if I can do a pull in TCG Pocket yet. Let's see. Also, guys, we're about to get to 900 soft resets. Is it over for us? We're gonna be at the big old 1K soon. 36 minutes until I can do a poll. Sigh! Do I have any hourglasses, though? Oh, great heavens! Oh, good golly gosh! Doing a bonus pick, though. Oh, yay. That makes me kind of worried. I think you gotta go until 4,096 at least today. Today's gonna be over in 2 hours. I don't think I can do this, guys. That makes me a little worried. Let's see. Do I have any hourglasses? Do I literally have no hourglasses? This is fucked up and evil. How could this happen to me? How could this happen to me? I make my mistakes. Okay. Back to VTube's Dojo. Because the ad should be over now.
Beep boop bop. Beep 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 boop bop. Beep boop bop. Beep 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 beep. Since I'm the one who said today and it's 7 a.m., there's time still. Nerd emoji. Mods, strike them down.
Oh my god. My water bottle like backsplashed and went under my glasses and splashed me in the eye and surprised me. What the heck? It also splashed on my glasses, so I gotta get my glasses cloth. There are no mods in Basinsei. Mods, crush their royal jewels. I don't remember the words. I'm just cleaning my glasses. I'm like a beatboxing master or whatever. Okay, parkour!
Master.
I could become a parkour master?
A parkour master?
Said that the course to becoming a parkour master would be
No
impossible.
way.
But he had something that could help me along the way.
What?
He pulled out an item and threw it on the ground. I went
Totem
to
of
pick it up,
Undying?
and I figured out that it was a totem of undying. He
There's
said
spit
somewhere in
everywhere.
the course there is a jump that I won't survive, and I'll know it when I see it.
What?
He told me to go attempt the course to rank up and find this jump. He said to find any
What?
information about the secret to completing that jump, because if I can figure out how to make the jump, I could rank up to become a parkour master.
A parkour
This was
master?
insane. Earlier today, I didn't even know parkour battles existed, and somehow I won my
Parkour
first
battle?
battle, not just against anyone, but
But
a
a parkour
master.
master.
And now I actually have a reason to go back to the parkour temple
Wow.
and try to do the course to become a parkour master. I
Whoa.
didn't like thinking about the fact that that wasn't the course to rank up. That was just the path to get up to the temple.
Whoa.
But I wasn't going to make the journey up the temple just yet. Not only did
No
I need
way.
food to get my health back, but I needed to do my
I
daily
need to make
task.
that 2-block
I barely
jump.
escaped with my life after missing 1 day of work, so I wasn't gonna do
Feed
that again.
noobs.
And today my task was feed noobs. I realized after all this time of being a parkour pro, I've never made my way back down to the noob level
Wow.
yet. I wonder
Can
if
you do a
anything's changed down
362
there
block
since
jump?
ranked up.
I don't
If you're a
know.
pro in Parkour Civilization
I don't
and
know
you
if I
fall,
can be a
you'll lose
parkour
your
pro,
rank and
guys.
become a
Hijacked
noob
it is
again.
welcome,
But
man.
you can still go down to the lower level. There's just
Oh.
a different way. This is the first time I'd been back to this part of the parkour temple since I ranked up.
Wow.
And now that I was a pro, I had access to a different doorway that I've never seen before.
buddy.
This new
Hi,
path
Anna Banana
led to a
Bear. Hi,
giant
hi, hi.
staircase that would take me
Whoa.
back down to the noob level. If I missed one of these jumps, I would for sure die, but fortunately, 1-block
Wow.
jumps are too easy for me now that I'm a parkour pro.
True.
When I got to the bottom, I collected everything I needed in order for me to complete my daily task. It's crazy to think that I'm still
That's
the only one to have
crazy.
ever completed this course, but the barrier
Wow.
I used still should be there, so maybe someone else will. This is so strange.
How have they
once
not
lived
found
in
the
this neighborhood.
barrier?
That was once my mansion, and now as a parkour pro, I can see what it
Oh,
really looks like.
why
from
am I on
down here.
Nintendo Switch
When I
Online?
lived here, I was the only one that lived in my neighborhood, or at least the only one left.
Wow.
So does anyone live here anymore? Hello? Anyone home? Okay, I guess not. Maybe
Wow.
someone bought my mansion? I don't know. Hello? Anyone
Aren't
here?
there no
Yeah,
noobs?
yeah, I'm coming.
Oh, no way.
How are
someone
you,
actually
Bari?
does
I'm
live here.
good. I'm
Alright,
learning
time
how
to
to
set
become
up
a
the jumps.
parkour pro.
Let's see, 1 block jump for raw
It's just
chicken,
too
and then
easy
the
because
1
I'm a
block
parkour
vertical jump for
prodigy,
raw beef. Man, I
literally.
can't believe I'm actually doing this job now. All right,
That's
mandatory parkour
crazy.
check.
Oh, great. It's you.
You're a parkour noob now? Weren't you just at my house? Yeah, you delivered my parkour to me. So what
It's a
happened?
parkour
What do
noob.
you think happened, genius? You just paid me a huge tip, and I was so happy.
No.
Then I fell out the front door.
Hey man, well, I ranked up, so you could too.
God, let's
All right,
fucking
so now you
go.
have to choose your
You
jump.
think I don't know what to do already? Just let me jump for my food in peace.
Hey, I feel like I remember being in a situation that was just like this. You really think I could rank up to be a parkour pro?
Oh.
Not a chance. You're a parkour noob. And
Wow.
you think you're so good now. Just wait till I rank up.
Oh, shoot.
Oh.
Oh, man, that sucks. Dang, now he has to spend another
Doom
50 years
cat.
in parkour prison. Oh well. After only finding 2 noobs to
He's
feed,
so
I went back to
doomed.
the other neighborhood where I found the old man. It just seems so weird that he disappeared out of nowhere. I wanted to see
disappeared.
if there's a chance that he came
Rip the
back. But when I
goat.
got to the house, a parkour master walked out the front door. Luckily, I wasn't spotted. What was a parkour master doing all the way at the noob level?
What?
And why did he come from this house? When I thought the coast was clear, I made my way over. This couldn't be a coincidence. This is the only
Oh,
house
no.
I've seen with a secret room, and now a parkour master shows up here? Does the
No
master even
way.
know about the secret room? I went to go inside, but something was wrong. There was no secret doorway. It was gone.
It's
I
gone.
was sure this was the right house. That parkour master must have came here to block up the
No.
entrance. I sat there thinking about why the parkour master would do that, but nothing made sense to me. But that didn't matter to me right now. Now that I finished my daily
How
task,
could it
was
be?
time to try the course to rank up to become a parkour
Very
master and find this
interesting. That
impossible
makes me
jump.
worried.
I got back up to the pro level, dropped off my daily task paper, and got ready to climb the parkour
Wow.
temple. Now I had one thing to worry about, and that was making this initial course to get into the
You can
temple.
do
I
it.
wasn't worried about falling. I was worried about wasting my totem of undying. The parkour master said that I would not survive the impossible jump.
You can
so
do
if
it.
I got to that jump with no totem of undying, then this entire journey would be for nothing. I
You
scaled
can
my
do
way
it.
up the side of the parkour temple until I got to the very top. Most of the jumps were 2-block vertical jumps, but
Whoa.
towards the end, I had to make this 3-block jump.
You did
Now,
it!
I couldn't afford to make any mistakes. That's when I made the last jump, and I was inside the parkour temple.
Wow.
What's crazy is that none of those jumps were a part of the real course to rank up. This was
Oh,
the real course.
no.
Already
Tree
at first
parkour!
glance, I was seeing blocks I've never seen used in parkour before. but
3
I was
blocks
expecting
jump?
that. There's a reason why almost no pros even attempt this course, and
No
that's because
way.
it's so dangerous.
Fences.
Fence jumps,
Trapdoors!
jumps, and ladder jumps. The jumps
That-
just kept getting harder and harder. the more I
Ladder
looked
jump.
at
I'm
it.
gonna
But I
throw
wasn't
up.
here to
Ladder
rank up.
jumps.
All I was here to do was
I'm gonna
find
vomit.
the impossible jump that the parkour master told me about. If I find this jump and study it like he told me to, maybe I have an actual chance of becoming a parkour
my
master.
God.
I climbed to the top of the ladder, and now I was really at the
God.
start of the course. Any fall from this height would result in death. And
No.
of course, I have to do
This
fence
whole
jumps
place
as the
makes me
very
feel
first section. I held
worried.
out my totem of undying, and I climbed on the course to begin. Fence jumps were my worst nightmare,
Oh my God.
but so far I've made 3 in a row. But
Oh.
I soon realized that that's all I needed to do, because I think I found the impossible jump.
No.
What is this jump? Is this a 4-block vertical fence jump? There's no way this is the right way, right? But there was nowhere else to go. This was clearly the right path, but this
No.
jump it had to be impossible. Well, the master gave me a totem for a reason. I attempted the jump, but got nowhere close to
Oh.
even making it. That was it. That was my one chance to use the totem of undying, and I'm just hoping that that was the jump he was talking about. Now, I had to study the jump, and I knew
Oh.
just the way to do that. Fortunately, it was my neighbor who was working as the parkour delivery service today. Hey, I need a jump built in my house. Follow me. I need to show you what it looks like. Alright, so for the jump I need built, it's kind of a little ways away.
Oh man, is the parkour jump all the way up there?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll tip you good. Just follow me. I brought my neighbor all the way
Oh
up
my
into
God.
the parkour temple and showed him the jump I wanted him to build. Since the jump was complicated, he placed down a block that copies every block on this jump. And after paying for his services, I now have this impossible parkour jump inside my own house.
Wow.
Now I can study this jump
Oh
every
my
single
God.
day. It turns out the jump was a 3-block vertical jump, but with the fences, it turns into a 4-block. It was actually impossible. So what was I missing here? I couldn't just practice this jump because parkour civilization laws state all jumps inside your home must have a risk of dying. So practicing wasn't gonna be my best option. This doesn't make any sense. I'll think about it tomorrow, I guess. I was gonna leave it, but that's when I slipped. No! For my entire life, I've been parkouring to survive. That's how any of us survive in parkour civilization. If you don't make the jumps, you pay the price. But no matter how many people I've seen fall, that never stopped me from believing that I could parkour all the way to the top of society. I was the first noob to ever rank up to become a parkour pro. I beat a parkour master in my first parkour battle, and I even found the impossible jump that the parkour master told me to look for. The worst part is I was so close. I actually thought I could be a champion one day, but one jump can change
the big
everything.
900.
I thought I was dead until I wasn't. How am I alive?
Barrier!
My journey in parkour civilization should have ended. I was supposed to die there, but a barrier block caught my fall. This barrier block had to have been placed by someone, right?
Barrier ex machina?
It wasn't. The guy who came to deliver parkour used a device that copied every single block from the impossible jump. That had to be it. The barrier was from the impossible jump. This is what the parkour master wanted me to find. It was the way to get past the impossible jump. And now that I know about it, I can actually rank up to become a parkour master. This means I was gonna have to prepare. I couldn't believe
you can do
Just
it.
a few minutes ago, I was about to fall down back to the noob level and become a parkour noob forever. And now I'm preparing to rank up again to become a parkour master. All right, let's see what my daily task is today. Parkour course building. Okay, definitely cannot skip that. The last time I tried skipping my daily task, I was assigned parkour course building, and that resulted in a parkour master challenging me to a parkour battle where I barely survived, so I'm not gonna do that again. So far, this was the first time I've done a daily task that was located in parkour prison, and the only way to get there is by jumping in the void. Ever since I escaped this prison, I've never been back, and now I'm working here.
Oh, finally you're here. I thought you were never gonna show up. The parkour masters want another glass course made, and make sure you don't make the jumps too easy. There's only 2 noobs left in parkour prison, so I'll just grab one of them to do the course.
There's only 2 noobs left in parkour prison? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. In parkour civilization, the parkour pros are responsible for building new parkour courses for the parkour masters. And since the pros would never want to try these courses on their own, the prisoners of parkour prison are used instead. No way, it's you again.
And you think you're so good now. Just wait till I rank up.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, man, but you gotta be the one to do random parkour testing
Where's
today.
the counter
Why
in
can't
the
you pick the
corner?
old guy? He's like 100
For
years
shiny
old.
hunt.
Look, man, I don't make the rules. You just gotta do the course.
This is too easy. I'm making it out of here.
No,
Doom
he's
cat.
gone for real this time. All right, daily task completed. One step closer
You can
to
see it
becoming
overlaid
a
on the
parkour
screen in a
master.
second.
May you save us
I'm
all,
soft
Apple.
resetting
After
for
a few more
shiny
days of completing
Arceus.
more daily tasks, I was getting closer to attempting the course
Rip
to
the
rank
goat
up
again.
to become a master. I had been planning this
Time
out
Evo
carefully.
fails a
I wasn't
parkour
just gonna
jump.
go into the
Yes.
hardest parkour course of my life unprepared.
You
I
can
had
do
saved
it.
4 of my daily task papers to take to the
What?
parkour training grounds. As a parkour pro, each daily task you complete gives you 15 minutes of practice time.
15
Since I saved
minutes?
up, I have now 1 hour to practice as much parkour as I could. This would probably be one of the last times I could parkour without worrying about dying. Because once I step foot into the parkour temple to
No
become
way.
a master, there would be no turning back. All of this preparation is relying on the fact that there actually
That
is
makes
a
me a
secret
little
path to
worried.
get past the impossible jump. But I've come too far and I've been through too much to give up now. I have to believe there's a way to rank up. I tried practicing every jump that I remembered from the parkour temple. Most of the jumps I saw were either fences, trapdoors, or ladders, and I used my entire time in the training grounds practicing those jumps. By the end
That's
of the
crazy.
hour, I felt like I had unlocked parkour abilities I've never had before. I was
Wow.
speedrunning through fence jumps and trapdoor jumps easily. 3-block jumps weren't even a challenge for me
No
by the end of
way.
my training, and that's how I knew that it was time to head to the parkour temple.
He's
and
goated
do
with the
course
sauce.
to
My
become
fingers
a parkour
hurt.
master.
Yes, sir. He's heading to the parkour temple now. Don't worry, sir. I have something planned. I can promise you he's not making it out alive.
No way.
This was it. It was time to start the journey up the parkour temple. The last time I made this climb, I had a totem of undying for a second chance. But this time around, there would be no second chances. This
I
was my
believe in
last
you.
and only run. If I don't make every single one of these jumps in the parkour course, this would
You
be
can
the
do
last
it.
view I ever have of parkour civilization.
Goodbye,
but that's
parkour
how
civilization.
parkour life is. You either rise or you fall. You can never stay in the same place. And I had decided that I was gonna be the one to rise.
No
I
way.
got to the top of the ladder, and it was time to start the parkour course. Any fall from this
You
height
can
would
do
be
it.
the death of me. But the fence jumps weren't what I was worried about. It was this,
Oh.
the impossible jump. This is when I find out if the secret path is real or not.
Oh.
I studied where the barrier block was in my house. If I wanted to land on the barrier, I would have to walk off the fence. If I jumped, I would miss the block. And that's assuming it was even there. But there's only one way to find out. I walked off the ledge, and I was alive. Was here. The secret path was real.
No
Now
way.
I knew it was possible. It was possible to become a parkour master. I looked around for where to go next, and I saw the outline of a barrier 3 blocks to my left. And I saw the staircase of barriers that would lead up back onto
No
the parkour
way.
course. I've never done invisible parkour before, but there's a first time for everything. I made the 3-block jump,
He
and
did
I
it!
was on the secret path. I didn't understand. Did someone make the secret path,
No
or was the
way.
course designed like this from the beginning? Either way, however the secret path got there,
How could
it
it
got me back
be?
on the course. And now I was gonna have to make every jump first try.
You can do
Thankfully,
it.
I got past the fence section,
Oh.
but now I was on
Oh.
the trapdoors. Trapdoors were
Oh my
only
God.
a quarter of the size of a regular block, meaning if I missed the jump by even a little, it would be game over. This next jump was a 3-block diagonal jump. I
3
didn't practice this jump, but I made it. I had made it past the trapdoors, but now I was on the regular doors. I had almost no experience with door jumps, but I knew I had to be careful. If I
Oh.
wasn't paying attention and I opened one of the doors the wrong way, I could get knocked off, and there would
Oh,
be
no.
no totem of undying to save me this time. The jumps kept getting harder and harder,
No.
and each jump I felt like I was
No.
barely hanging on the edge. But it didn't matter, as long as I was staying on the course. One by one, I kept
Oh.
making the jumps,
Oh
and
my
I was
God.
getting higher and higher off the ground. The last door jump was a 3.5-block jump. It was far,
no.
but it wasn't going to be the jump that stopped me from ranking up. I didn't like thinking about the fact that this course had no room for error. When I ranked up before, at least
That's
the course had
terrifying.
blocks to potentially break my fall, but here, there was
Oh.
nothing that could save me. Luckily, I made it past the door section, and now I was onto
Oh,
the ladder section.
ladder parkour.
Everything was
This
going
makes me
smoothly
worried.
until I found something I've never seen before. Is this jump even possible? This is a 2-block vertical jump. I've never seen this
But
jump
it's a
before,
ladder
but
jump.
I figured it had to be possible. I went for it,
No.
and I made it. And that's when I saw one of the hardest jumps
No.
I've ever
Oh.
seen.
Oh.
Oh no, this could be the
Oh
end
my
of me.
God.
Come on, please hang on. Oh, that was too close. I was inches away from slipping
No
off
way.
the ladder, but by some miracle, I was still on the course. Now, I was parkouring on fully grown trees. I didn't even know trees still existed in parkour civilization.
do it.
But I didn't have time to focus on that right now. I was looking at the last jumps, and I realized I was
Slime.
almost at the top. I was actually gonna do
Gulp.
it. All right, where do I jump to now? What is going on? What is? Wait, no! I was too late to realize.
Sabotage!
I opened my eyes, and I was still on the tree with 2 hearts left. What happened? Was that a part of the course?
That is impressive. I thought the TNT would do the trick, but you just want to stay alive.
What the? Who are you? What are you doing here? I'm so confused. What is going on?
Oh, please don't tell me you thought you were gonna rank up. You were a noob. You don't belong up there. You could never be a parkour master. You belong at the bottom.
No.
You were a noob. You were born to be
No.
one, and you'll always be one.
No.
And now I gotta finish the job. Prepare for a parkour battle.
Oh god, a parkour battle is not
A
what I need
parkour
right now. I
battle?
only have 2 hearts left. That means if I fail to defend any parkour attack, that
Actual
will be the
hater
end of me.
behavior.
And to think I actually had a chance of ranking up.
Say goodbye to parkour civilization. The battle starts now. I attack you with a 2-block diagonal vertical jump.
Whoever this was severely
Oh my
underestimated
God.
me. I've beaten a master in a parkour battle, and I sure wasn't gonna get out to a jump like that.
There's no point in fighting back. Your fate is inevitable.
I didn't
You
listen
can
to the
do it.
parkour pro. I knew that as long as I could parkour, I was still in this.
360.
Now, I couldn't afford to play it safe. I needed an attack that would finish him once and for all, and that meant doing a jump I've never done before. Come on, please make it. I did it.
No, what was that? What was that jump?
Well, that would be a 2-block downwards backwards jump. Wait, sorry, I messed up. It's actually a 2-block downwards backwards diagonal jump. This was
Whoa.
it. The pro lined up at the edge of the block and jumped backwards.
Come on, please. No!
I did it. I won the parkour battle.
He's
but
dead.
against who? That was just a parkour pro. Why was another
What?
pro trying to attack me? And why did they not want me to rank up? What was
I
all
don't
that
get
stuff
it.
he was saying about how I was born to be at the bottom? There was too much to think about, but I had to set that aside.
He
because
failed.
now I
Rip
still had to worry
bozo.
about surviving the parkour course. And not even just the parkour jumps. Who knows if there
So
are more
you
tracks waiting for me
get
ahead.
into
I took a look at the
Monica.
rest of the course. I
What?
could see the final stretch of jumps, and all I had to do now
Will he
was
even live
a
that?
slime block jump. Let's go. All the days I was using my custom
Oh, it doesn't
slime
take
block
fall
jump to get
damage.
to my bed were just practice for this moment. I jumped
Boy,
and I
yoing.
made it. Now I was standing on one of the final jumps of the course.
You can
and
do
I could
it.
see the doorway up ahead, and now were the 3-block vertical jumps.
The
But I've been
3-block vertical
practicing
jump.
for this
Whoa,
moment.
oh,
I used my
whoa,
momentum to
whoa.
do all 5 jumps.
Oh
in a
my
row.
God.
In less than 10 jumps, I would be a parkour
Chains?
master. Now I was at a tricky part. I've never even seen chain jumps before. But
Chain
compared to surviving
jumps?
a surprise attack and parkour battle, it was nothing to
Chain
me anymore.
jumps?
I made the final chain jump,
Oh
and
my
I was
God.
1 jump away from becoming a parkour master.
Imagine there's
This
just
was it.
barriers
This was what
there. That'd be
everything was
sick and
leading up
twisted.
to. The old man that helped me, the parkour
You can do
master
it.
that gave me the totem, they all wanted me to make it to this point, and I wasn't gonna let them down.
You
I
can do
jumped,
it.
and I made it.
Oh my
I
God.
did it. I
He did
I
it!
actually did it. I
He
turned around
actually
and
did it!
looked at how high I was off the ground. I had beaten the course that no pro
Oh
even
my
attempts
God.
to do. And now I'm about to rank up. Once I step through these doors, I will no longer be a parkour pro. I will be a parkour master. The door
Whoa.
opened, revealing an entirely different room. All of the walls were made up of quartz. What was society even gonna look
and
like up
diorite.
here? I couldn't describe it, but everything was
And
so
white concrete.
perfect compared to the
Bro's
layers
the
down
master.
below. I looked over and I saw a lava parkour jump with dispensers in the middle.
way.
Oh, I know what this is. This would hopefully be the last time I ever have to wear pro boots again. I took off my boots and threw them in the lava. And now I just gotta make sure I don't fail this jump.
Don't
I
do-
jumped through the dispensers and I was equipped with golden boots. I was now
Golden
officially
boots.
a parkour master. The last time I ranked up
Parkour
to
master.
become a pro, there were people working in the parkour temple. But now I don't see anyone here. I realized how
Welcome in,
different
welcome in, welcome
society
in.
was between the noob and pro levels.
Whoa.
So how much different could this society be? Well,
How much
I
different
guess
could
there's
it
only
be?
one way to find out. I walked up the stairs and I started to see the inside of the parkour
Whoa.
temple. All right, I think I'm ready to see what society's like up here. I walked up the stairs into the parkour master society. Oh my.
What?
Becoming a master of parkour civilization
Tell me more!
wasn't easy. I had to risk my life finding a way past an impossible jump. I had to complete parkour jumps that I've never even done before. I
Whoa.
even had to survive a surprise attack while
What?
trying to rank up. But no matter what challenge I faced,
Oh,
nothing
goodbye.
stopped me from ranking up to become a parkour master.
You did it!
Now I get to be the first parkour pro to see what society is like up here.
That's
Oh
crazy.
my. This is what
Whoa.
parkour civilization looks like as a master. Up here,
Thank you
only
for the
the
follow.
best of
You're
the
here
best
forever
can
now,
survive
Sody.
all of the jumps. One missed jump and I
Whoa.
would rank down back to a parkour pro, and all of my work to get up here would have been for nothing. And now it looks like I'm gonna be fighting for my life every jump. As a parkour noob, I only had to do 1-block jumps. When I became a pro, those 1-block jumps turned into 2-block jumps. And now as a parkour master,
Whoa.
everywhere I look is a
3.
3-block jump. Except now up here, there are parkour highways. It seemed like taking
Ew.
the highway was a little easier since the glass jumps were about 2.5 blocks. I was expecting life to be
Parkour
different up here, but
highway?
I did not think it would look like this.
Look at
I mean, were
those.
these even houses? These were more like skyscrapers.
Wow.
Wait, could I actually buy a skyscraper as a master? I looked up and way up high, I saw a parkour master
That's
easily making the
crazy.
jumps. And just when I thought he was gonna die from fall damage, he just caught himself with a water bucket and moved on. I've
He
never heard of
MLG
water bucket parkour being a.
MLG watered?
I saw a parkour master easily making the jumps.
He MLG
Just when
watered!
I thought he was gonna die from fall damage, he just caught himself with a water
I can
bucket
MLG
and
water.
moved on. I've never heard of water bucket parkour being a thing, but that's when I remembered the parkour master that I battled came down the same way. So
Oh,
parkour
shit!
masters can use water to never take fall damage? Alright, well it looks like I gotta go find myself a water bucket. I made my way over to what looked
You
like
can
to be
do
some
it.
sort of parkour staircase. And this
Parkour
definitely didn't look like an
staircase.
easy staircase to climb.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh no, my first day as a parkour master and I'm already in trouble? I turned around but didn't see anybody until the parkour master dropped down out of nowhere.
It seems like you're new here. You should probably get off the staircase if you don't have your water bucket yet.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight back on this one, not trying to make enemies on my first day. The master explained that I shouldn't be going up high without a water bucket because one missed jump and I'll die from fall damage. And he said masters never die from fall damage. Okay, so how do I get a water bucket then?
Do you
Are
even
you
have a
saying you're a
house yet?
parkour master? after.
No?
Yeah.
Alright, buddy, you should probably get a house first, like that one over there. You need something on the ground.
Give me
level,
the
something
hardest
where you don't
parkour
have to
map.
go up
I'll
high
do
floors.
it.
Are you
First
serious? These
try.
are actually houses? Okay, so how do I get a house? The master showed me the building where I could buy my parkour skyscraper.
If you're
Parkour
new here, I'll help
skyscraper.
you out a little bit. I'm kind of rich, so just take this and hopefully that will help you buy your first house.
You're
Oh.
rich? Wait, what does that mean? It was already clear that I knew nothing about what life was like up here.
He's
The
rich.
parkour master dropped me 5 oak blocks. Why
5
would
oak
he drop me
blocks?
these? Wait, how much is a skyscraper gonna cost? I made my way
5
over to
oak
the shop where I
blocks.
was gonna buy my first house as a parkour master. I walked inside and the store looked nothing like all the other
Whoa.
shops I bought houses from. Instead, there was just one giant hole in the middle.
Nicest
Okay,
character in
don't
the
tell me I
story.
have to do this jump to buy a skyscraper. Is this even possible?
Okay, clearly you have no idea how this works. You have to
Wow.
build your jump, buddy.
Let's go. I could build my own jump to pay for my house? Now I understand why the parkour master gave me these blocks. Alright, what am I gonna build? Wait, how do I even know this is gonna be enough to buy the house? Can't you just tell me how much the house costs?
No, that's your job. Just warning you, if you don't pay enough, I'm not gonna sell you a house.
Okay, I have to guess the price. That's just great. Let's just hope this
Wow.
3-block diagonal jump works. Nice. Alright, did I get the house?
Bro, you're kidding, right? You're trying to buy a skyscraper. Why would you think that would work? If I had a dirt house to sell, I wouldn't even give it to you for that.
What?
Okay, that's not good. Now I just wasted 3 of the blocks I had. How am I possibly gonna make a jump hard enough to buy a skyscraper?
Bro, just
with
stand
1 block?
next to
Okay,
it.
Let's see. This is a
And then you can
3-block
pick up
jump,
the
and
block
then
again.
into a 2-block jump. Oh god, I have an idea and I don't like it. But if I'm gonna buy a parkour
No dirt
skyscraper,
house?
I
That
think
makes
this
me
is my only
worried.
choice. This is such a bad idea. Why am I doing this? Whatever. I'm just gonna go for it. 1, 2. Oh, I cannot believe I just made that.
I've never even seen a 360, but you just paid me
Wow.
with 2 in a row. This is incredible. Let me show you to your parkour skyscraper.
If there's
That's
one thing I know about
crazy.
life in parkour civilization, it's that a 360 can solve everything.
All right, here's your new house.
I have to be the
Wow.
first person in history to have bought a house on the noob level, the pro level, and the master
Wow.
level. I cannot wait to check this out. Wait, how do I even get up here?
Oh, yeah, usually when people buy this house, they water bucket from all the way up there to get inside.
I have to jump from all the way up there just to get up 1 block?
Wow.
No, since you paid me a lot, I'll help you out.
The guy told me I could use this block instead of water bucketing, but he said as a parkour master, if you're caught using this, everyone will make fun of you. That means I'm gonna have to get a water bucket before I become a social outcast up here. Alright,
No
time
more
to
dirt
check out
house.
the
I'm
biggest
not
house I've
worried.
ever bought in parkour
When in doubt,
civilization.
360 it
The
out.
downside about being a parkour
Oh.
master is every jump in my life is now so much harder. The houses up here had so many
Dune
more
cat.
spaces to fall through. I even had to jump if I wanted to go on the couch. But that's what it means to be a master in parkour civilization. Parkour masters are never supposed to fall, no matter how hard the jump
Oh my
is.
God.
So I guess I have to do all these glass jumps every time I want to get to the top floor of my house.
Have you
When
been
I climbed
drinking
up the
water?
ladder,
No,
I
do it
was
now.
in
Go to your
my
right
very
stream
own
element. You say
garden.
right stream
I didn't
elements.
even know nature like this still existed in parkour
Wow.
civilization, but now I have it in my house. This entire level of civilization was still so crazy to me. I couldn't even believe half of the things I was seeing. Never in my life would I have thought I would have to swim up a waterfall to get to the top floor of my house. I
Wow.
was so amazed by everything around me that I
There's
didn't even
storage?
pay attention to the fact that I was at 2 hearts. If I
Oh
missed
my
one of these
God.
jumps and took fall damage, it might be the end of me. But I'm a master now, so I never miss jump. No! I missed 1 parkour jump and I took 1 heart of damage, leaving me with 1 heart left. I
Surely
was
there's
so
food in
focused
your
on buying
chest,
a house
right?
that I didn't even realize I had no food or no regeneration. I was
Oh,
still
no.
suffering the consequences from the ambush at the parkour temple. Now that I had time to process the situation, there was no way that person acted alone.
He's so
Someone
lucky no
didn't
one
want
saw
me to
him
rank up,
fail.
and whoever that is still out there. I didn't know. Maybe it was another parkour master, or maybe it
Oh.
was someone else. All I knew is that I was gonna have to figure out something quick if I wanted
can
to
do
survive.
it.
If I missed 1 more jump, my entire journey would be for nothing. So if I was gonna have any chance at surviving, I was gonna need to find a place to get food. I went down the parkour highway until I saw a massive building in the distance. I was just hoping that this was a place to get food because I had 4 hunger bars left, and I don't even want to think about what might happen if I lose the ability to sprint. I walked into the building, and
Blocks.
so far I didn't see anything that resembled food. All I saw were dispensers and hoppers on the wall. All of the dispensers had different types of parkour
Excuse
items listed above them. Maybe this was a place I could go
Wow.
and get more blocks to build more jumps. Or maybe not. Why don't these machines even work? I'm not getting anything.
Hey, buddy, you're not seriously trying to rob the parkour bank, are you?
Parkour bank? I already knew parkour was how people paid each other in
Oh,
parkour
I got a
civilization,
DM.
but this was different.
Who
Someone
DM'd
walked
me?
up with a piece of paper and put it into the dispenser. In exchange, they got wood blocks for it. I realized the paper the guy put into the dispenser was something I was already familiar with. It must have been a daily task paper, which means not even being a parkour
I just
master can
realized
get me
sending
out of
this
work.
message would
On
be
the
a
other side of
distraction,
the
but
bank,
hi,
I saw a
chat.
staircase
North
that
says
was
hi,
definitely
guys.
Too hard to do with one heart left.
Guys,
Hey,
say
man, I don't mean to assume
hi.
anything, but the
Say
top floor is for
hi.
people
Say
with
hi to
money.
You can
North.
come back when you're rich, though.
How does every parkour
Everybody
master
say
know that this
hi,
is my first day?
North.
All right, well, I found the bank, but that didn't help me at all. The situation was getting worse as I kept going on. I was
North.
now down to 3.5 hunger bars. If I didn't get food within a few minutes, I would lose my sprint, and every 3-block jump that I've been doing would be impossible. Okay, I really hope this place sells
Hi,
food.
Yeah, this is the place
Baconator.
for food. You just gotta build your jump.
Hi,
Oh,
North.
this is it. I'm done for. I
Worried.
have no blocks left. I have no way of paying for anything in parkour civilization.
send that
I'm
to
gonna be
them.
the first parkour master in history to starve.
Chat
How
says
embarrassing
hi.
is that? Wait a minute.
We're
Unless
watching
parkour can be
parkour
used for anything, and that includes
civilization.
bribing parkour pros. Could I bribe a parkour master for food? Would that
Whoa.
work? I mean, maybe it could. What
Oh.
the? Where did that person just come from? Oh my god, she probably fell from all the way up there. Well, oh well.
Oh
Free
my god. Can we get a quick replay
parkour
on
master
that?
for food? Would that work? I mean, maybe it
Doomcat.
could. What the? Where did that
She
person just
died
come
it.
from? Oh my god, she probably fell from all the way up there.
That's a
Well, oh well,
tragedy.
3 blocks for me. Let's go. I'm saved. In my entire time in parkour
How could
civilization,
this
I've never even
happen?
seen ice jumps. But now wasn't the time to be scared of jumps. I needed the food. All right, what does 2 3-block ice jumps get me?
Dude, you seriously paid that much?
Wait, what do you mean paid that much? Did I pay a lot? Ice jumps were apparently worth a lot in parkour civilization. because
Golden
I got
carrots?
64 golden carrots.
Please come back, bro. Anytime.
Let's go.
Oh my
I'm not going to be
God.
the first parkour master in history to starve. Now I actually have a chance to start living life as a
Holy.
parkour master. I don't even know what to do now.
That's
do I go
insane.
to work or do I get a water bucket? Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting a water bucket.
Get a water
I took
bucket.
the parkour highway until I found a different building. Hopefully this will be the place where
You
I
can
can get
do
a water
it.
bucket because it didn't really seem like I was a parkour master until I got one. I walked into the building and I saw a giant
Oh,
glass staircase
no.
with a small platform on top. And
Oh,
on the
no,
floor,
no,
it looked
no.
like there was some sort of target.
You're here for a water bucket?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Is this
less
the place I
worried.
get one?
You don't just get one. You pay for one with your
Oh.
life. Climb
What?
up to the top of the staircase and grab a water bucket. If you make it, you keep it.
Of course, I have to risk my life yet again. Getting a water
You
bucket
can
was
do
the
it.
only thing different in parkour civilization. Usually, you pay for everything with parkour, but not this time. It didn't matter though. The fear of death never stopped me before.
Yes, sir. Somehow he ranked up. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Oh my
Maybe he dies
God.
from the water bucket, but if he doesn't, we'll be there to stop him.
I somehow
What?
made it to the top of the glass staircase. I can confidently say that stairs are the worst thing about being a parkour master.
On
but
God.
Right now, stairs were the least of my worries. I opened the chest to see a bunch of water buckets. The only way I'm gonna be able to keep one of these
You
is
can
if I
do
go
it.
for the water bucket jump and make it successfully. If I make it, I'll have the ability
You can
to
do
unlock
it.
an entirely new level of parkour. And
Bart,
if
do you
I
relate
don't,
to this
well,
guy? Yeah,
my
I also
entire
hate
journey's good for
stairs.
nothing. But that's the way life is
You
in
can do
parkour
it.
civilization. You jump to survive, and I happen to be pretty good at it. Why did I do this to myself? I should have never ranked up. Life as a parkour noob was so much easier. I
So he
gotta
made
say,
it?
life as a parkour master is awesome. I mean, this is what it's like being at the top of parkour civilization.
No way. Did I seriously just catch another master doing a 1-block jump to get to his house?
No, I don't even know how this got here. Okay, now I have to start going
Wow.
to my house the real way, and that means taking a trip on the parkour staircase. Here in
Sigh.
parkour civilization, masters should never be seen doing 1-block jumps. If you're caught, you will
Unfortunate.
basically become a laughingstock in parkour city. I tried keeping the 1-block jump to my house for as long as possible because I was avoiding getting to my house the real way. And that's because the real way to my house sucks. If I miss even one of these
Oh
water
my
bucket
God.
jumps, it would be game over for me. But everyone up here knows
1-block
that the
jumps.
best parkour masters never take fall damage. And I was gonna be one of the best. Please don't let me die. Oh, thank you. All that just to get to my house. But this is the price I
Oh
paid
my
to
goodness.
become a parkour master. I defied death too many times to count to rank up. And now, as a master in
He's
parkour
doing it.
civilization, the only way to survive is by doing the hardest possible
my
jumps.
goodness.
These were jumps I could only
Oh,
dream of when I was a
God.
parkour
I
noob.
can't even
But
look.
now
It
that I
makes
earned
me
my
wanna
water
throw
bucket, I have
up.
the ability to become the greatest master in parkour civilization. My first days on this level were
Holy
confusing, but
moly.
now I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. As a parkour pro, I was required to do a daily task every single day. But now as a master, I can choose to do a task whenever I want. Instead of being paid and
Oh,
practice practice time, the masters get paid with blocks. As a master, if you want to pay for things, you have to build your own jumps. That means the
Is it
more
parkour
blocks you
civilization?
have, the more
Yes!
powerful
Hi,
you
get
are
out
as
of
a
welcome
master.
in.
And right now, I can't make
Or
many
shiny
parkour
hunting.
jumps, so that's why I gotta work. Parkour delivery
Gotta
here.
work.
Come in.
All right, let's hope I can do this job well. Hey there, you wanted some parkour built, right?
Yeah, that's right. I ordered my new chain couch. You can put it right over there.
I can't say I've heard of a chain couch before, but I guess there's a first
Wow.
time for everything. All right, I think I built this right. Is this what you wanted?
Oh, yeah, this is a real
Oh,
couch.
wow.
Maybe if you're as rich as me one day, you can afford one of these.
He's gonna fall,
Sure.
isn't he?
Well, I hope you enjoy your new. Oh shoot! No, bro. Am I seriously not gonna get a tip, dude? That guy said he was rich too.
Eto.
I could have gotten some ice blocks or something. The truth
That's
about being
awkward.
a parkour master is that people don't always get along. Not only do you have to survive every single jump, but you have to be ready to defend yourself with parkour.
Whoa, buddy. What do you think you're
embarrassing.
doing? Everyone knows I'm the guy who sells houses. Go and take a different job.
Wait, what do you mean? My job today is to sell houses. You can't just skip one day? Come on, man. I need the money.
That's it. Parkour
What?
battle. You and me right now.
What?
By defend yourself, I mean being prepared for a random parkour battle at any point. For my
Oh my
first move, I
goodness.
attacked with a 3-block diagonal jump into a 3-block vertical diagonal jump. I thought it was a strong attack, but the parkour master clearly had no problem with it. Now
my
it was
goodness.
his turn to attack, and I was in serious
Insane.
trouble. The parkour master built a 3-block chain jump.
Let's see you try to defend against
3-block
this attack, buddy.
chain jump.
I don't even have chains to build with. I can't do this jump.
Then you have officially lost the parkour battle, and the selling house job is mine again.
And there it was. That was
No
my
way.
first time losing a parkour battle. But that's just a part of the learning process for being a parkour master. But even though I've learned so much, there's
Wow.
one thing that I've yet to figure out, and that's how to get to the top of the parkour temple.
Parkour
If I make it
temple.
up there, I could potentially be the parkour champion, but I didn't see a way up. Back when I was a
Goodness.
parkour pro, I could see the path on the side of the wall to rank up, but now there's nothing here.
That's because you can't see it. It's said that only the parkour champion knows the way up.
Wow.
Standing behind me was the master
Parkour.
that I beat in my first parkour
Fraud?
battle. He was
He
the
lost?
one who gave me
Is
the
he a
totem
fraud?
of undying and helped me find the
No.
way past the impossible jump. Without his help, I would have never become a parkour master, and I wouldn't even be alive right now.
My
I
hands
knew
hurt.
giving you that totem of undying was a good choice. Now that you ranked up, you have the chance to save all of parkour civilization by becoming the champion.
Save parkour civilization? Wait, what are you talking about? Why do
Save it
I
from
need to be
what?
the one to become the parkour champion?
You don't understand. We are at war. We thought all
War?
hope was lost before you ranked up. You don't understand. People aren't supposed to rank up, but you
What?
did it anyways. You need to come with me now.
What is going on? There's a
What?
parkour war, and somehow I'm supposed
Park
to be
war?
the champion? Oh, what am I getting myself into? I should have never ranked up. I was happy in my mansion. The master brought me into the parkour temple, and
The
I followed
hero's
him
journey?
until he showed me a secret room. When I walked inside, I
What?
saw a small-scale version of a map of the entire parkour civilization.
What?
The master said he had a mission for me. He told me to travel as far north as I could and find the highest parkour highway there is. He told me
What?
there's a building there that's extremely difficult to get into, but if I could get into it, I could get the truth about parkour civilization. He told me to
The
go at
truth?
night, and if I succeed, I might be able to save everyone. It was
What?
time. I woke up in the middle of the night. This was a stealth mission. If everything went according to plan, I would get in and get out, and no one would see me. And obviously, that's assuming the parkour master isn't leading me into a trap.
What?
But for whatever it's worth, I trust him. If he was trying to stop
Yeah,
me from
I trust
ranking
him
up,
too.
he wouldn't have given me the totem of undying. That means I can only assume if he wanted me dead, I would have been dead already. But at this point, I wasn't doing it for the parkour master. I was doing it for me. If there was any
Yes.
chance I could figure out the truth about parkour civilization, I was gonna take it. All I know is someone tried to stop me from ranking up, and this
Who
place
was it?
might give me answers. I traveled north like the master told me to, and all the way at the top, I saw
Whoa.
the parkour highway I needed to get to. There was no turning back
Hi,
now.
parkour
Going up
highway.
this might be a one-way trip. But if what I was doing actually could save parkour civilization, then someone's
He
gotta
can
be the
do
one
it.
to do it. So why not me?
He's
Now
the
that I
hero
was
we
at the top
need.
of the staircase, getting to the parkour highway was a different story.
Oh my
I
God.
didn't even know if this jump was possible. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. I backed up to get momentum and I jumped. No, no, no! I thought it was too short, but I made it. Okay, that was way too close. That better be the last time I do something like that. Given that this place I was trying to find wasn't supposed to be found, that probably wouldn't be the case. I kept going on the parkour highway
Doomcat.
until I saw a building. This one looked different than all of the other buildings in Parkour City, and I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be easy to get to.
Oh
But
my
that's why the
goodness.
master sent me, the guy who's never failed a jump before. Yeah, let's pretend that's true. The entrance to the building looked like it
You've
was
never
guarded by a
watched this?
difficult
I've never
parkour
watched
course.
this.
As long as
I
there were
meant
no
to,
people
and then I
around,
didn't.
I was just fine with
Hi,
doing
Karma.
parkour. But if people were to show up and challenge me to a parkour battle, well, it's been a good run. This next jump was a
Ice!
4-block jump. I don't think I've ever done a 4-block jump straight
Four
up
block
before,
jump?
But the master said that this mission would be difficult, and if there's someone to do it, it was gonna be me. I got momentum, and I made the
Oh my
4-block
God.
jump. Oh, 4-block jump
did
down,
it!
and now, oh my God,
Oh,
what is this?
no,
I
no,
stood on
no.
a path of ice blocks, and at the end, there was a jump way too far to
Oh,
even
no, I
comprehend.
can't
This could have been
look.
a 6-block jump. I couldn't believe it.
6?
I tried looking around for barrier blocks. Maybe there was a secret path to this as
No
well, but I
way.
found nothing.
This is
Somehow, I was
peak.
gonna have to make
Yeah.
this jump. And I think I had an idea of how I might be able to do it. Okay.
And there's
well,
blocks
I get
above
one chance
you?
at this. Oh man, if only I was rich enough to buy
Doomcat.
ice blocks to practice. Oh, I do not want to do that again. There must be a parkour god looking out for me. Okay, back to the secret mission. Now, I was just hoping I didn't walk into an ambush. I walked inside and I saw a giant hole in the floor with some parkour jumps up top. I was thankful that I didn't see anyone waiting
Guys,
for me. And what I
this
wasn't
makes me
thankful for
worried.
was this glass pane staircase. Oh man, why did they have to
Ew.
make staircases so complicated in Parkour Civilization? This was supposed to be a stealth mission, but the staircase is making it really hard for that to be possible. After too long, I made it up the staircase into
can
the
do
top
it.
floor. I looked
A
around
lectern.
but didn't see anyone. All I saw was some weird pedestal in the middle
Read the
and some
book.
giant screen. What is this thing? This looks so... What the... Look, I told you it was possible.
No way. That was actually incredible. All right, well, I got my money's worth.
Let's go, I got paid for parkour.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Whoa, what just happened? How
got his
did I
memories
see that
back.
vision? That's my memory, isn't it? That's Siwat. I've lived that before. What is going on? I walked over to the screen and opened the book on the desk. It said enter user.
The
Well,
Minecraft
I was here for
Diaries.
information, wasn't I? Might as well see what this does. I put my name into the book and put it back on the desk, and text appeared on the screen. Rank? Noob. Wait, how? I'm a master though. But before I could think any further, someone appeared right behind me. Before they saw me, I ran and hid behind the bush. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good.
Hopefully
Oh,
they have
man.
fast graphics
Going
on.
into work late today, I guess. Or early, maybe. I don't know.
So far, the person didn't see me, but that's when someone else came into the room. It was Siwat. I know him, don't I?
Oh my
He's
God.
from my memory. I saw him walk up to the desk and start putting something in the book. And the player that was on the pedestal started moving. I watched as this player with no boots walked up to a parkour jump and failed the 1-block jump.
And we got another noob. Good. We needed more of those.
What is going on here?
What?
You can come out from behind that bush, you know.
Oh no, this is not good. Okay, time to
No,
improvise.
he had fancy
I mean,
graphics
bro,
on.
The bush is see-through. You really thought that
Dumbass.
was gonna work?
Okay, can you just tell me what's going on? Why did I see you when I stepped on that pedestal? We know each other. That's our memory.
Nope. That's just what every new person sees. It's a fake memory to make you think that parkour is how you succeed in life. I mean, why else would people parkour if it wasn't for money or social
Exactly.
status?
So it was all just a lie? I don't get it. What is this for? These 3 jumps. That new player just fell through on the first one. What happened to him? Siwat explained that these 3 jumps decide whether a new player becomes a noob, a pro, or a master. These
Wow.
3 jumps right when you join Parkour Civilization decide your entire fate? How is that fair?
It's not about fair, it's about order. If you can't parkour, you deserve to be at the bottom.
This is
What?
so messed up. This is so messed up. How is this happening? I can't let this keep going on. I have to find a way to stop this. Okay, if I can attack him with a parkour jump, he has no choice but to battle me. I have to do an attack that he'll never be able to do. It's time to go for the 720.
I wouldn't do that if I were
The
you.
720?
See what already had an attack built. It was with candles.
Yep, candle jump. One attack from this and it does 10 hearts, and that's good night for you.
I was finished. I couldn't attack. I couldn't do anything. I was defenseless.
Handle?
So what happens now?
Despite my best efforts to get rid of you, I couldn't do it, so someone else will.
See what
What?
placed down a parkour jump made out of brewing stands. I've
No.
never even heard of parkour with brewing stands before.
Interesting thing about brewing stand jumps, they aren't just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want.
This was it. I had no brewing stands to
What?
defend myself. I took the hit and slowly started fading away.
Have fun with the champion in the arena.
No pressure at all, just 1 minute before I fight the parkour champion. Alright, I'm gonna take
No
32
way.
blocks. I really just hope there's a chance that
Bitch,
the
take
greatest
all
player
of them.
in parkour civilization doesn't know how to do a 360. I was now getting ready to fight the parkour
No
champion
way.
in the arena. The worst part is that I was only allowed to bring in 64 blocks to fight with. I had no clue what the parkour champion was gonna attack me with, so I decided to take some of every block. This was life or death. If by some miracle I could defend the parkour champion's attacks, I would have to use these blocks to build the hardest parkour jumps I've ever done. I wanted to believe that I could win, but deep down I knew that this could
How
very
could
well
this
be the end of
happen?
my journey.
Before you step
A
into
block
the
is
arena,
Pokemon
drop all of your
TCG.
blocks. I need to count if you're bringing 64.
These are the blocks I'm bringing. It should add up to 64.
You're good. You may now fight the parkour champion.
This was it. One way or
Wow.
another, this would be my final battle in parkour civilization. The door opened and I
How could this
stepped
be?
into the parkour arena. It
Whoa.
was time to fight. If I somehow beat the parkour champion, maybe I have a way to save everyone in parkour civilization. But if I lose, which let's be honest here, is very much possible, well, let's just say I should have died a long time ago. I thought the parkour civilization I was living
That's
in was
insane.
fair and a place where everyone could parkour to rank up in society. But I was wrong. I discovered the truth, that your entire fate is decided by 3 jumps. And
No
there are people
way.
at the top of parkour civilization that will stop at nothing to keep this order. Unfortunately, I couldn't discover the truth without paying the price. And now there's nothing I can do.
Have fun with the champion in the arena.
You can do
And
it.
now
I
it's time
believe
to
in
fight
you.
The champion. Wait, what? You're not the champion? Who are you? You're a pro. What are you doing here? I thought I was fighting the champion.
Oh, yeah, you have to fight me first. Please just go easy on me, though. It's my first time here.
Okay, I guess I'm not fighting the champion
Um.
first. I have to fight a parkour pro?
Gotta
This is
beat up a
really weird.
guy.
I've never even fought a pro. What jumps can they even do? I forgot. For my first attack, I attacked with a 3-block vertical jump. I didn't want to do anything too crazy on my first attack because if I missed and let him get the chance to attack, I run the risk of taking damage.
Oh.
But fortunately, it seemed like this fight was going to be easier than I thought until
GG.
something happened. The blocks that I used for my attack all disappeared.
Oh,
In the parkour arena,
no.
if you place blocks, you will never get them back. And now I realized why I was fighting a parkour pro. It was genius, actually. If I wasted all of my blocks before getting to the champion, I would have no fighting chance. Hey, quick question. The people who put you here, what did they say you were here for?
Oh, yeah, they said I would be warming up the crowd, you know, for, like, the fight.
Warming up the crowd. You know there's literally no
Oh
one
my
watching,
god.
right?
Yeah, I know. Please just get this over with.
Oh god, I'm a terrible person. Man, this is the weirdest parkour battle ever. For my second attack, I built a 4-block jump. And of course, it was successful once again. But at this point, I wasn't worried about winning. I was worried about the blocks I was losing for every attack.
Oh,
There was no
no.
way I could afford to use more than 2 blocks for an attack. At least not in this fight. For the final attack, I did a backwards jump.
Did you just go backwards?
This is not
No
gonna be pretty.
way.
Oh, shoot! Oh, that was not how I thought it was gonna turn
Oh.
out. It was a little unfortunate that I essentially wasted 2 blocks on that jump since he didn't even try it, but at least I survived the first parkour battle without taking
No
any
way.
damage. So now what happens? Do I fight the champion? I stood there on the platform not knowing what to do until I saw someone jumping towards me. Alright,
Oh.
this is it. This is the battle for life or death. Let's get this over with. So, you must be the champion, right?
Me? The champion? You're joking, right? Look at my boots. I'm a
Dumbass.
master. Do these look diamond to you?
Okay, well, I don't know. I thought I was fighting the champion, so when does that happen?
You still have 2 more people to go through if you want to see the champion. but
2?
You're not making it past me. Let's go. Start the battle.
This is not good. I have to
Oh,
win 2
no.
more parkour battles if I want to even see the champion. It was
Doom
clear that
cat.
the odds were stacked against me, but that wasn't going to stop me from trying. Now, I was fighting against a master. This means I couldn't hold back with my attacks. I was going to have to attack with harder jumps. I decided
Oh,
this was a
no.
good time to use one of my stairs. For my first attack, I did a 4-block diagonal stair jump, but I was in trouble. Even for myself, I knew the attack was too easy.
That's what you're attacking me
Oh,
with?
no.
I was getting ready for the master to easily defend my attack, but by some miracle, he failed it.
What?
The master didn't know, but I realized he built the jump wrong. He tried doing a harder jump than my attack. I got lucky with that first attack, but that wasn't gonna happen again. I needed to do harder jumps. I used 2 more of my stairs to build another 4-block diagonal jump. If I make this, I would only need 1 more attack to win the battle. But I missed. I came so close, but I didn't land on the stair.
Wasted another 2 stairs, I see. Even if you do beat me, you'll have no blocks to fight the champion with.
The master was right. I was running out of blocks quickly.
Wasting
I
his
only had 1
stairs.
stair left, and I wasn't even done with my second battle. I watched as the master built his first attack. I was gonna have to defend myself against a 4-block ice jump.
Go on. Use some of your ice blocks. I'm sure you don't have that many of them.
He was right. I only had 4 ice blocks with me. Even the best case scenario where I defend this attack, I'll only have 2 ice blocks left. I went for the jump, and I almost slid off, but I stayed on. Oh, that was too close. Okay, it was now my turn to attack.
God.
This battle was taking too long. I knew what the master was doing. He was trying to make me waste all of my blocks, but there was no way I could let that happen, which means I could only do one thing. I needed to build an attack that would end this battle right now, and I knew just the way to do it. In a parkour battle, the harder the attack is, the more damage it does. And I was about to attack with one of the hardest parkour combos I've ever done. All right, 4-block jump into a 2-block. Let's do this. I attacked with a 4-block jump into a 360, and I made it. Oh, let's go. I actually made it. That was the craziest parkour combo I've ever done. All right, buddy, your turn. 4-block jump into a 2-block 360.
This is impossible.
I watched as the parkour master attempted the combo and failed.
No
and the
way.
damage was enough to win the parkour battle. It worked. That parkour combo that
You
I
just
did
killed a
may have
man.
just saved my life, at least for now. If that master was telling the truth, I still have to win one more battle if I want to fight the champion. There was nothing else I could do.
My
I tried looking
shoulders
around
hurt.
for a way to escape, but there was nowhere I could go. The only way out of this arena is to continue fighting. From across the arena, the path opened up and my third opponent jumped towards me.
F-Bo, you've come so far, but this is as
He's
far as you
wanted
go.
so far.
I'm afraid you won't make it past me to fight the champion. Let's begin.
Okay, let's do this. It's just another master. I just beat one before, and I can do it again. If I could finish this battle with a couple parkour combos, I might have enough blocks to fight the champion. For my first attack, I decided to build 2 4-block jumps. I thought this combo would be hard, but I had no clue who I was facing. The master made the jumps easily, and my attack was unsuccessful. Now, I was in huge trouble. Unlike all the other people I faced in parkour battles, this master was not afraid to attack with his own parkour combos. And unfortunately for me, his was much harder than mine. The second jump in the combo was a jump that I didn't think would be possible. It was too far, but I had to try. My life depended
You can
on
do
this.
it.
I went to defend the attack, but I overjumped it. The attack dealt 5 hearts of damage. Oh, this is not good. This is really not good. I managed to gain back
do you
2
think he can
hearts,
do
but
it?
my hunger was lost. This was it. No more second chances. No more regenerating health. I had to make these jumps. The parkour master attacked with an even harder combo, this time using 2 chains and an ice block. But by some miracle, I made it. Oh man,
He did
how
it!
did I just do that? This master was too good. No matter what jump I thought of, I knew he could make it. That's why I was gonna have to do something that's never been done in the history of parkour battles.
Never?
And I was gonna have to do this first try. Finish it up. 3-block candle jump, and we are done. Let's go. I'm probably gonna die. Let's do this. Flower pot jump to chain to backwards jump to 360 fence jump, diagonal chain jump to the candle. I did it. I just made the hardest parkour combo in the world.
F-Bo, the champion tasked me with making sure you don't rank up, but I now realize that's not possible. Your parkour is beyond me. You have my respects. Good luck against the champion.
Before I could say anything, the master gave up and just jumped off. I won the third battle, which means now I only have to battle the champion. And the champion is the one that tried to stop me from ranking up this entire time?
All of this parkour just to die by the champion.
This was it.
Hi,
Standing in front of me
champion.
was the champion of parkour civilization.
You put up a good fight, I'll give you that. But this ends here.
I watched
my
as
God.
the parkour champion built his first attack.
Do you
and
think he
it
can do
was a
360s?
5-block jump.
What?
You beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion. And you could be the one that makes the rules. But this is my parkour civilization. And I never lose.
The parkour
What?
champion made the 5-block
Is that
jump.
possible?
It's not possible. It's just not. I can't do it. This was it. This was the end. There was no second chance, no backup I could call for, nothing to get me out of this. I lost, and I won't be the one to
you
save
could
parkour
do it with the power of friendship. What?
I opened my eyes, and I was in a place that I knew all too well. I was down at the bottom. I was in the parkour temple at the noob level of parkour civilization. I opened my inventory, and I had leather boots on. After the battle with the champion, I am now a noob again. I let everyone down.
Bro didn't
I was
try?
supposed to be the one to save parkour civilization, and I couldn't do it. And now the champion gets what he wants. No one can ever rank up ever again.
No,
one's
wake
free.
up. You're in
People
Dark Rise
risked their
Nightmare.
lives because they
Wake
trusted me
up.
to help them, and I failed. And it was all for nothing. Now I'm just at the bottom again. I don't even have sprint. I can't even do more than a 2-block jump. It's over, right? The old man
No.
gave me the last ticket to rank up. And
No.
even if I did, what's the point? The only way I could save people is by becoming the champion. And
No.
he's impossible to beat. Well, it's out of my hands now. There's nothing to do. I mean, maybe I just go back to parkour prison. At least there I could get fed some better food. Rather have fish than raw chicken.
Down at the bottom again, are we?
What?
Maybe I was wrong about you.
You were wrong about me. Wait, who
Netherite!
are you?
Something tells me you already know the answer.
The strange man
He has
turned around and
netherite
he was
boots.
wearing netherite boots?
What?
Oh, I do not want to do that again. There must be a parkour god looking out for me. You're the parkour god? But you were just a myth. Is this all of your doing?
The parkour civilization I created was never intended to divide people, but the new champion had different plans.
And you wanted me to stop the champion, and I couldn't. I'm sorry you put your trust in me. I thought I was good enough. I thought I could do it.
You seem like all hope is lost.
You
I
can
mean,
do it.
I can't do anything. I'm back at the noob level. I can't get a ticket anymore. I can't even sprint. What good is a one-block jump gonna do against the parkour champion?
As long
Parkour
as
ex
you can
machina.
parkour, there is always a way.
The parkour god dropped a pair of boots on the ground and jumped away. What is going on? I jumped over and grabbed the boots that the parkour god left. These were no ordinary boots. These
Parkour
were
ex
diamond.
machina.
Only the parkour champion wears these. And now I have them. I threw away my leather boots and I put on the champion boots. Immediately, my hunger bar returned to full and I could see above into the upper
Holy.
layers. Oh my god, this is crazy. What is going on? What is going on? I don't know where the parkour god got these boots from or why he would trust me with them.
I
but
mean,
it
he's
didn't
the
matter.
parkour
This
god.
was my second chance. I don't know how I'm gonna get back up to the top, but I'm gonna find a way. Everyone's life depends on this. And that's why I'm gonna be the one to save parkour civilization.
You can do
Parkour
it.
civilization was in danger. I thought people could parkour their way up to a better life, but I realized it was all just a lie. The truth is that the parkour champion controls everyone and everything. I thought I could be the one to put an end to it and save everyone, but I failed. Luckily for me, second chances come around quite often, and I
Thank
still
you,
have
God.
one more shot at saving parkour civilization. The only way I can put an end to all this is if I beat the parkour champion.
My
and that
fingers
means
hurt.
I have to get back up to the arena somehow. And that was gonna be
Owie.
harder than I thought. I had diamond boots on, meaning the barriers to the parkour temple shouldn't be here, but they were, and I had no way up. That means somehow I was gonna have to get a ticket. Oh, this is not good. I can't even earn a ticket myself, meaning the only way I'm gonna get one is if some other noob has one. But even if I got lucky and a noob hasn't used their ticket already, I couldn't find anyone. I was beginning
They're
to
all
think that there were
gone.
no noobs left, and they were all in prison, until I finally found one still standing.
One
I asked the
left.
noob if there was any chance he had a ticket or even knew someone with a ticket so I could get into the temple. But he said that pros don't come down here anymore and do ticket challenges.
What?
It's now impossible for parkour noobs to rank up at all. This has to be the champion's
No.
doing. If pros don't come down here at all, the noobs have no way of getting food. That means if I don't get up in time and beat the champion,
They're all
everyone
gonna
down here will
die.
There has to be a way I can get past these barriers.
No.
I mean, the parkour god wouldn't have given me champion boots for nothing, right? And that's when I remembered. I had champion boots on now. These boots were meant for the person that rules parkour civilization. And that's when I
Fly.
thought back to what the champion said.
If you beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion. And you could be the one that makes the rules.
If the parkour champion makes the rules,
You
they
make
had
the
to be the one
rules.
to place the barriers, right? Which means if
Yes!
someone placed them, someone can get rid of them. It was a shot in the dark, but I thought I'd at least try. Oh, this is pointless. This is not gonna work. Wait, what? It broke. I couldn't believe it, but there it was. I was staring at a hole in the barriers. This is insane. I
did
can
it!
break barriers now? Ah, thank you, parkour god. Let's go. I got rid of more of the barriers until there was a space big enough to jump through. All right, let me make sure I'm not hitting my head on any of these. And now it's time to go save everyone. I did
You
it.
did
I was
it!
now inside the parkour temple, and I was
my
one
God.
step closer to getting back up to the top. Now that I was in the temple, it was time to start actually coming up with a plan. I was gonna have to find a way to somehow get back into the arena and fight the champion. And even if I do manage to do that, I still have to worry about beating him, which is a whole nother story. My rough draft of a plan involved grabbing blocks, and I thought I could get some here, but the chests were
No
empty.
blocks?
Those chests were usually filled with blocks
No.
for the pros to do
No,
their
no,
daily
no, no,
tasks,
no,
but
no, no.
someone got rid of all of them. My idea of
can't
getting
be.
blocks was already off to a bad start, but
No.
I had a backup plan for where I could go to get more. I made it back up to the second layer of parkour civilization, but now was no time to celebrate. I still had such a long way to go to get up to the third layer, and time was running out. I made my way over to the place where I could get all the blocks I needed. The parkour training grounds should have thousands of blocks I could use.
Breaking and entering.
I was in here, I was training to rank up to become a master, but something was off. The course I built to practice to rank up was still here. This doesn't make sense. Have all of the pros just been practicing this course I built? But that's when my situation just got a whole lot worse. No, come on, they can't be empty. Why are they empty? All of these chests should have been filled with blocks to build parkour jumps, but they were all empty. Okay, this is not good. This is really not good. Something strange was going on, and I needed to find some answers. I took a trip back to where I used to live when I was a parkour pro. If there was anyone I could trust to talk to, it would be my neighbor. And that was assuming he was still alive. I found the house where my neighbor used to live, and thankfully, parkour civilization hadn't claimed him just yet.
Egbo, you're alive, and you're the parkour champion?
Well, I'm not really the champion. I mean, I guess technically I am. I don't know. It's a long story. I asked my neighbor what was going on, and he said everything has changed. He said that parkour pros aren't allowed to go down to the noob level anymore, and some masters came down and took every block, and they can't even practice anymore. This was it. This was truly the end of parkour civilization. First, it was the noobs in danger. Now the pros are, and soon it might even be the masters. One by one, the parkour champion is taking away the free will of everyone. And if I don't end this now, there will be no one left to oppose.
You can do it.
Right, no pressure. The fate of the world is in my hands, and now I have to speedrun one of
you
the
can
hardest
save this parkour
civilization. Unlike getting up to the pro level, there was no easy way up to the master level. If you wanted to get back, you had to do the course. Even though I've made this course before, this was different. Time was running out, meaning I couldn't waste any taking this parkour course slow. And I can't afford to miss a single jump, because if I do, well, then I guess the parkour god trusted the wrong person. Luckily, I made the course, and I was now at the master level. And now I was at one part of my master plan, which, well, has not been going to plan at all. If I don't get these gold boots, okay, thank you. Finally, something goes according to my plan. I didn't know if I would still get master boots if I had champion boots on, but luckily, I got an extra pair. Now that I was on the master level, I had to blend in. Any one of these masters could be working for the champion, and if they saw me with champion boots on, well, that's attention that I definitely do not want right now. At least with the gold boots on, the people working for the champion might not recognize me. Now was the next part of my plan. If I have any shot at all of getting back into the arena, I was gonna need the parkour master that saved my life. But when I went into the secret room in the parkour temple, he was nowhere to be found.
He's gone?
Of course, I knew it was too good to be true to have two things in my plan go smoothly. Now I gotta improvise. Now I had to figure out where the parkour master lived, and I had no way of knowing which house he had. The only thing I could do is sit and wait for him to show up. But if I stayed down here, I run the risk of the masters on the champion's side finding me. I needed somewhere that would at least buy me a little more time, and the only place I thought of was to wait at the very top of the parkour staircase. At least here, I won't be seen that easily, but if I had to get down fast, I had no water bucket to save me. I realized I was standing so close to the barrier between the master and the champion levels, and now I have champion boots, meaning if I put these on, will I be able to see what life is like at the champion level? But before I could put them on, I saw the parkour master I was looking for. Now this is the part I was not looking forward to. The only way I can follow the parkour master is by taking fall damage, and I'm just hoping that the drop to his house isn't too far, and of course it's a 50-block drop. I'm never surviving that. Oh man, I have an idea, and I don't like it. Yep, this is officially the worst idea I've ever had. Okay, no more thinking, let's just do this. I got momentum, and I jumped. I thought it was too short, but I made it. Oh, that was so crazy. I know the parkour god does not like me for that one. Even though I barely survived, I found the parkour master without being caught. And now it was time to carry out my plan to save parkour civilization.
That makes me worried.
Everything that happened, and I showed him that I had champion boots. I told him that if I was gonna beat the champion, I would need his help.
I can't believe you survived and you met the parkour god. We can actually save everyone. Just tell me what I need to do and I'll do it.
I had the master give me some blocks, and I told him to wait here for the next part of my plan. If everything goes right, I should have everything I need to get
Ask him for a water bucket
and defeat the parkour champion. But that's assuming everything goes right, and so far, it hasn't worked out that way. I jumped over to the parkour bank. To get back into the arena, I was gonna need more difficult blocks to build parkour with, and I think I know how to get some.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top
top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich, though. Upstairs must be the place where the bank keeps their harder blocks. Sir, you're not allowed to go up there. Sorry, man. Got a bank to Okay, never mind. I was expecting to see places where I could buy flower pots and candles, but instead, there was just a massive box with a door. Sir, this is a private vault for one of our most valuable customers. You have to leave immediately. A private vault? I guess that might work. You're not getting into this vault. No amount of money could make me open this door. No amount of money? Man, this guy clearly has never heard of one of my bribes before. Just stop. It's not even worth it. What? What do you say you open the door now? I take it you don't see a backwards 360 too often. Okay, well, I have to let you in now. Let's go. I still got it. Please just don't take anything. Yeah, I'm definitely not listening to that. I started looking around the vault for anything I could use, but most of the chests were empty until I finally stumbled upon a water bucket. Okay, I need blocks, but I guess I'll take this. I don't get it. Whoever owns this vault is
Chainmail
supposedly rich,
boots?
and the only thing I found is a water bucket. And 16 blocks, never mind. I thought
Chainmail
this vault was
boots!
a dead end until it wasn't. In the last barrel, I found 16 brewing stands. Now, my plan could actually work. It was time to go defeat the parkour champion. Sir, I just wanted to let you know someone got into your vault.
You're the only one who has access to it, so explain to me how that happened.
I mean, I'm sorry, sir, but he bribed me with a backwards 360. I had to.
A backwards 360? There's no one that can do a... No, how is this possible?
You know, someone told me something interesting about brewing stand jumps. They're not just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want. That's why I wish you the best of luck in this parkour battle, because if you don't make this jump, you're getting the slowness effect. I watched as Siwat tried to defend my attack, but he failed. Alright, now it's time for some answers. I need you to tell me how to beat the parkour champion.
You're crazy if you think I'm telling you that.
Yep, I thought you might say that. Let's see, 3 block. Oh, that's plenty. Alright, one more chance to tell me, unless you want to defend another one of my attacks.
I think I can handle a 3 block.
Alright, man, if you think you can make this jump with slowness, be my guest. I'm just gonna let you know now that it's not possible, so in a couple jumps, you'll lose everything.
Okay, wait, don't. I'll tell you. Please, I like my life here.
Well, that was easy.
I can't believe I'm telling you this. The champion uses barrier blocks to parkour. He's the only one that has any left.
He built his parkour jumps with barriers. That means I was right. The 5-block jump was impossible. He just used a barrier. Okay,
He's
wait,
a
so if he
cheater!
uses barriers for his attacks, how do I defend against that?
Dude, if the parkour champion finds out about this, I'm gonna lose everything.
I don't care. Just tell me.
Fine. There's a secret rule in parkour battles that says if you build a harder jump than an opponent's attack, your opponent will have to do that jump instead.
Ooh!
That's how I beat him. I can just attack with a harder jump.
With the
Even if he
360!
does use barriers for his attacks. I just have to build better ones. Oh man, this is crazy. All right, let's do this. You need to send me back to the arena like you did before. And this time, I'm only fighting the champion.
Okay, so if you let me attack you, what's stopping me from just getting rid of you once and for all?
Yeah, I thought you might say that. That's why I got one of the best parkour masters I know to watch you at all times. And if he finds out I don't make it into the arena, let's just say you won't see the attack coming before it hits you.
Oh man, how do you even do these jumps? I really hope Ebbo's plan works. There's no way I can make one of these.
Just as I thought, Siwat had no choice but to listen to me. Now, all that I was hoping for is that I would wake up in the arena. I knew Siwat couldn't be trusted, but I had no choice. This was the only way I could get back into the arena, and luckily it worked. Now, I could battle the parkour champion, and this time, it was gonna be different. I got all of the blocks I needed, and I made my way into the arena. Now, it was time to see if Siwat was gonna uphold his end of the deal, but he did. Standing in front of me was the champion of parkour civilization. All right, let's go save everyone.
I should have known the old man would give his boots to you.
What? The old man?
Doesn't matter. You can try as many times as you want, but your
The old
fate remains the same.
The parkour god didn't just give me random champion boots, he gave me the old man's. He was the old parkour champion. Okay, this is a lot to think about right now. I just gotta worry about defending this attack. Well, Siwat got me this far, but now it's time to see if he was really telling the truth. The champion's attack was technically only a 4-block jump with a barrier, so the parkour combo I was about to do should be harder. I countered with a 3-block 360 to a 3-block fence jump.
What?
The parkour champion looked confused, and suddenly his attack disappeared. It worked. It actually worked. The secret rule Siwat told me about was real, and now the champion has no choice but to defend my attack. Except just when I thought I had the upper hand in the battle, the champion pulled out barrier blocks. Instead of building my jump, the champion built some invisible parkour combo. The barriers were invisible, and I had no way of knowing what sort of parkour combo he built. But whatever it was better than my attack, and my attack was now erased. That only left me with one choice, and I would have to build something even harder. I didn't even know what the champion built, so I couldn't hold back on this next attack. I knew I had to risk it all. I pulled out a 180 vertical flower pot jump into a backwards 360 candle jump, and I made it. The parkour champion's attack was erased, and he had no even harder. I didn't even know what the champion built, so I couldn't hold back on this next attack. I knew I had to risk it all. I pulled out a 180 vertical flower pot jump into a backwards 360 candle jump. And I made it. The parkour champion's attack was erased, and he had no choice but to either try my attack or build a harder one. But the parkour champion wasn't phased, and he countered my attack with the hardest known jumps in parkour civilization. These were Neo jumps, and he did 2 in a row. Jumps where you have to jump around a block in midair. I knew I couldn't do these jumps, and this was not the time to try them. But the parkour champion set the bar high, meaning if my next attack isn't harder than his, I lose everything. But if I don't make this jump I'm about to build, my entire journey is over. But that means the same goes for the parkour. Only one of these attacks will do more than 10 hearts. That means I have to make this. The parkour god trusted me with these boots to save everyone. And for the first time in my life, I actually felt like I was worthy of them. That I was worthy of being the parkour champion.
What? This shouldn't be happening.
I thought I had bested the parkour champion, but I was wrong.
This ends now.
The parkour champion built an attack that was directly over the void.
Either you go down or we both go down.
This was the end. The parkour champion knew he lost the battle, so he built a jump that would take us both down. And there's nothing I can do to defend myself. I knew deep down that this was most likely my last jump in parkour civilization. But this time, I wasn't gonna give up. Parkour god, if you're watching me, please just give me the strength for one last jump. I didn't expect my feet to hit the ground again, but they did. And when I turned around, the parkour champion had fallen. I won.
Jump onto the platform!
It's over, right? I'm the new parkour champion. I'm supposed to be the one who can make the rules and save everyone. So how do I do that? But as I was standing there, something started to happen. My items in my inventory were gone, and I got teleported to the parkour temple. When I walked outside, I looked around, and I realized there was nothing above me. And that's when I remember something the parkour master said to me. He told me that the champion is the only one who knows the way up. I turned around and looked at the parkour temple, and where there was nothing before, there was now a way up to get to the top of parkour civilization. That means my journey wasn't done yet. I still had to make it to the top. Luckily, I'm now considered the best in parkour civilization.
You can
so
do
if there's
it.
anyone who can make the jumps, it was me. Only one more set of jumps stood between me
I believe
and
in
the top.
you.
I had always dreamed of this day, when I'd look up and I'd see nothing above me. But I never would have imagined what I'd have to go through to get here. Every jump I made and every jump I failed all led me to this point, to make it to the top of parkour civilization.
No
and
way.
Now I was here, and there was nothing. Just pure
Nothing?
emptiness and only the sky.
What
I
do you
didn't
do?
have any idea of what to do until I saw a structure in the distance. I walked over and I saw blocks I've never seen before in
Command
parkour
blocks.
civilization. They were command blocks, and they
No
were
way.
placed in front of a throne. I stepped up onto the throne and I got my pair of champion boots. But this time, they weren't someone else's. They were mine. It only makes sense that doing parkour on command blocks gives me the power to make the rules of parkour civilization. But before I start
Holy.
completely changing the entire rules of society, I needed to do something first. Well, I think it's time I give these back. I have a feeling you'll probably be needing them.
F-Bo, you did it. You saved us.
No, I didn't do anything. It was only possible because of you. And that's why I think you should be the champion. I don't know what to do with parkour civilization, but you were the champion. You know how to fix things. I just don't think I'm ready to be the— Whoa, what are you doing?
F-Bo, you think all of this was for me to become the champion again? I'm old, and you know parkour civilization
I'm
better
old.
than I ever could.
Well, alright, I'm gonna need your help. With every 4-block jump on the command blocks, I can change the rules of parkour civilization. And with the help of the old champion, I'm not just gonna make things go back to the way they were. I'm gonna make things
God?
better than
Hi,
they ever
Cindy,
were.
welcome in.
Parkour was never about making or failing a jump. It was about getting up and trying again.
Yes.
The parkour god told me as long as you can parkour, there is always a way. And in my
Yes.
parkour civilization, people will always have a chance to try again.
That was epic. Oh, we shiny hunting god. That was epic. That was like epic gamer. Can we get some claps? Can we get some clappies? Can we get some heckin' clappies? This will be the last soft reset, and then we're ending stream. Wow. Ah, no shiny god. They hate us. They hate us. Can't believe it. SMH my freaking head. Sorry. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. La da 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 dum. Anyway, let's do a raid message. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's do. Do 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 do. Happy, 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 happy. Okay, we'll do that. Thank you for the stream. We'll do this. We'll do that. We jumped for the beef. Clappy. That will be our raid message. It's really funny. We're gonna raid Cherma. She's currently having her subathon. And she's doing house husband / housewife applications. And she's done this like once a year for every year for the past like 3 years, except they've been like boyfriend, girlfriend, partner applications. And I've won it the past 2 times. But I didn't send one in this time because I didn't want to accidentally win again. Thank you for the follow. You're here forever now. Sorry. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We are raiding. But, here are my socials. Here is my Discord. But yeah, Toma's having a subathon. She just debuted her 3D model. It's very epic, very cool. And so, yeah. Once again, oops, that's not where I have it copy-pasted. Once again, here is the raid message. And, yeah, thank you guys so very much for coming. And, yes. Goodbye, everybody.